जमापुर एक ऐसी जगह है जहाँ स्ट्रेस, टेंशन, लफड़े, झगड़े सारी वीडियो को जमा करते हैं। तो फुकट शॉट मत लो, सिर्फ देते रहो।
शॉट देते सर पे सीधा जमापुर, कराओ टिकट सारी वीडियो भेजो जमापुर। कोटी पटेली देना तो भागो यहाँ से दूर, और 10 लेवल पार सीधा सामने से वार सगे ऑफ सारे कार। जमापुर बदले शॉट फुकट चीजों का भी जमापुर। मेरी सोच इन लोगों से पहुंचे ज्यादा दूर। तुझको कल का बहुत पार, आज में जी ले तू यार, कर ले यार या तो पार। क्यों करते ही 5 स्टैक सारी वीडी भूल जाते, नुस्ता मचाते भूल जाते। घर के लफड़े जो बता नहीं पाते, खर्चे रोजे बढ़ते जाते। जूते नए लेने हैं पर खुद का कुछ कमा नहीं पाते। मेरे पास सारे खास, मेरे हाथ में नहीं क्लास। है माय ड्रीम्स नहीं ये नींद, बस एक काम का बुखार। तुझे चेंज करना कल तो फिर घिस लाला आज। रो मत बीटी लेते टाइम ही ये जो देगा सब जवाब। मेहनत करते रे मत रुकना, नहीं तू करना मत सवाल। फले मीठा पर ये सफर उससे बहुत ही लाजवाब। सारे रास्ते बंद तब कर देगा वो कुछ ना कुछ कमाल। फोकट वास्ते देने वाले लोग तो बहुत ही ये जरूरी। ठोकर खाकर ही तू लेगा सबसे लंबी ये उछाल। बस कर दे लाला झर्रे तेरे बाल, स्ट्रेस को तू भाड़ में डाल। खुश मिल रहा तेरे को खाने को डाल, रख अच्छे विचार। जाना है आखिर में कंधों पे चाल, टेंशन काय को ले रहा सीधा भेज जिसको किधर को। जमापुर कराओ टिकट सारी वीडियो भेजो जमापुर। कोटी पटेली देना तो भागो यहाँ से दूर, और 10 लेवल पार सीधा सामने से वार सगे ऑफ सारे कार। जमापुर बदले शॉर्ट फुकट चीजों का भी जमापुर। मेरी सोच इन लोगों से पहुंचे ज्यादा दूर। तुझको कल का बहुत पार, आज में जी ले तू यार, कर ले यार या तो पार। 8 साल का ग्राइंड तब करा शाइन, ट्रेन के खाए तके अबे फ्लाइट एवरी टाइम। टूटा हुआ पीसी पहले लो दे बहुत फ्रेम्स, तभी नहीं गिव अप किया ये पूरा करा मैंने गेम। जितने का था मेरा पीसी अभी उतने का है हेडफोन। नहीं थे नेट के पैसे इंटरनेट पे अब हूँ वेल नोन। घर पे सबको खुशी मिल रहा नहीं चाहिए अननोन है सब। सपने से बड़ा ये सब गिर गया फिर भी उठ के ट्राई करा बार बार हर बार। रास्ते बनते सारे आंखें नमते मेरे लिए तब राम नाम। रास्ते बनते सारे आंखें नमते मेरे, करना बहुत खाली बच्चन फूक दे रहे। सोच से कल के पर आज ही सोते रहे, सुनते कुछ नहीं खाली बनते बहरे। बोलेंगे अब टाइम नहीं है रील स्वाइप करने में बिजी, कल करते यार आज में वाइब नहीं है। मिलेंगे ऐसे सोचिए बोलने झूठ अपने आप से, तू सिर्फ डर अपने बाप से। बाकी चालू हो गया गेम से, और करा फ्री टिकट किधर को। जमापुर आज कसम अभी उठ के बैठा हूं मैं। भेजो जमापुर कोटी पटेली देना तो
मैं अभी उठ के स्पॉन हुआ उस डायरेक्ट स्पॉन। We here
शॉर्ट फुकट चीजों का भी जमापुर। मेरी सोच इन लोगों से पहुंचे ज्यादा दूर। तुझको कल का बहुत पार, आज में जी ले तू यार, कर ले
City Pacific
많이 힘들었던 것 같습니다.
Day 1
처음 겪어보기도 하고 사실 좀 순탄하게
Good
좀
morning.
보내왔으니까 이런
Good
밑바닥
morning.
경험을
मैं ये
해봐야
टी-शर्ट आज
나중에 또
निकालूंगा
좋은
ही नहीं।
선수가 되지 않을까.
यार टी-शर्ट आज मैं
잘하는
निकालूंगा ही नहीं भाई।
못할
आज
때
ये पूरी
욕을
जिंदगी
먹는
मेरे
거는
ऊपर ही बैठी
당연하다고
रहेगी।
생각하거든요. 어차피 선수는 계속해서 잘해야 되고 증명을 해야 된다고 생각하기
Welcome.
때문에
थंबनेल चेंज कर दिया मैंने।
แปลกแล้วครับที่เขาจะว่าหรืออะไรแต่ก็ปล่อย
Good morning. Good morning.
Guys,
Good
If
morning.
someone try to talk bad about you, it's because
डायरेक्ट
they are
आगे
jealous
बैठ
of
गया
you.
भाई।
They
Thank
want
you
to be in my
Katputli
position.
for the one
So they try
kick.
to bring me down, but that one would never work.
It's just like
Wow.
a warning to me that I
Welcome.
know each other, for like myself, for the team, for the fans as well.
Good to the morning to the everyone.
원동력 삼아서 스테이지 2에서 좀 더 단단하게 준비했습니다.
施術ではそういう批判の声を、応援に変えれるように頑張っていきたいと思います。
We can prove them
Yo,
wrong.
दिखा स्क्रीन
Trust
ये
the
देखो।
process.
확실히 퍼시픽에 있는 팀들
그거 ब्रांड्स ऑफ करने दो।
성향 평준화가 돼가지고
Every season, like every team improves. And I think stage 2, like everyone has enough experience now from kickoff in stage 1.
And this stage is the most important because
Yo,
it can lead us to
what's
champion.
up?
So you can see all the teams.
नई
upgrading
टीम
their
देखने
roster,
मिलेगी भाई आज।
Everybody making roster change. So I expect this stage will be way harder.
I think the main thing is you just have to believe in yourselves and believe as a team. You guys can do it too.
겁 없이 도전적이고 다른 팀들이 무서워하는 리스크를 저희는
सीधा
무서워하지
सामने से
않는
वार
모습으로
ऑफ
다시
जरी
돌아왔으니까
गार।
기대해 주셨으면 좋겠습니다.
हेलो स्कल्जी, what's up? हेलो किकनू के व्यूअर्स, सभी का स्वागत है चैट, सभी का स्वागत है। वेलकम बैक
ชาวฟูลเซน
किकनू गाइस।
มาเจอกันได้
Welcome
ที่
to all
ส
the
นามครับผม
Kiknu guys.
皆様の大きな期待を応えれるように初戦から頑張っていきたいと思います。
we lack the experience in Masters London, but coming into stage 2, we will be ready.
After pulling off a major upset last year, we are aiming to do it again this year.
24 광탈, 25 못 갔대.
GG गर्वित भाई सबको मिले हैं आप मेरे को बेच सकते हो वो सारे के सारे लव यू
챔스 가도록 하겠습니다.
दोनों मैच देखोगे ना दूसरा टीम सीक्रेट वर्सेस कौन है लस्सी ब्रो लस्सी लस्सी Yo, sweet city stage looking good.
Today's matchup.
The last stage of this year, brother.
Welcome to Valor Champions Tour Pacific. It's day 1 of stage 2, and it sounds like we got a new tune here in Pacific.
Zeta, no
welcoming in
dance.
Geng and Zeta Division, both teams who have so much to prove. Gen G, a former trophy winner, one of the very best here in Pacific, have not performed very well in stage 1, but they've made some changes on the roster.
Yeah, but the changes don't really leap off the page as something that would be worth being super excited about. I'm hoping that they'll end up blending together very well with the existing core because both Texture and Khelraay have been phenomenal in the past. Ash has really bettered himself in to be a staple of this Gen G roster, and this should be an easier game for both of these teams on paper.
And for Zeta Division, Morgan, they haven't made any changes at all, but we're hoping for a much better performance coming here. We saw blips of brilliance from them, but there were not many blips.
Yeah, look, if this is back in stage 1, this is a bottom of the table clash. Both these teams have a lot to prove. You saw a summer vibe, a beach anthem for the walkout because that's what's on the line here. We're playing to compete in Busan over at the finals. Both of these teams don't have a lot of chance points. They need a very, very strong stage 2, and it has to start here. This is a winnable game for both of these teams on paper, and it's all important. But where you're going to end up in that group.
I feel like that's the case for both of the series that are being played today. It's some of the weaker performing teams that you've seen. We already saw it in some of the content before this game got kicked off. This is the stage where it all counts. These teams want to do very well at the end of the year. The last time we're going to see the Pacific League in this particular format, and they all want to make it to champions.
Yeah, for Zeta Division though, I definitely want to see this improvement. I want to see some changes. I want to see them find some consistency in the roles. I need to see that level up in macro and individual skill if they're going to take down Gen G today, because the core of this team is infamous. We know that they have all-star players who have lifted trophies. So big questions here that have to be answered for our owning match of stage 2.
Absolutely. We want both these, first of all, support both of these teams and get those bundles, because I heard some stuff. This is like the last chance that you're really going to get these classic bundles from the Pacific team. So get them in and support your teams right now. But you're right, both teams, this is their shot. Every single point towards chance matters. And they have a lot of points they're going to need to start racking up here. We are going to be starting with Ascent. We've seen both of these teams
prediction आएगा direct win-loss का आएगा.
Yeah. This is Zeta Division's picks. I'm curious what they've got cooked up here. And, my goodness, they've been cooking. What is this? Okay,
let's look at a little perch on the bottom.
Wow, okay. I mean, this is a little bit crazy.
Breach
a lot of breach on this
combo.
map, you can see it's a clear, deliberate counter to this double duelist meta. Neon Phoenix, with that chamber, they have a lot more util to deal with, but you have to watch out for those fault lines. It's not as prevalent as it used to be. You might not have as many in a round, so you need impact every time.
I haven't seen breach on this map since you used to have 3 flashes. On the other side of things, Gen G just continuing with the same kind of approach that they were playing with their last roster. Texture is on the chamber, starting out on defense first. He is going to be a terror, but we have to keep an eye on these new additions to Gen G. How well will they do?
Yes, sir.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. Well, stage 2, all roads do lead to champions. And to take us through the very first match of stage 2,
everyday Argentina jersey. Let's go.
All roads lead to champions, Quack. Is that necessarily the case for this matchup? That's the question that I have for you. We're coming early with the BM.
Yeah. I mean, that's just kind of what it is right now. It's unavoidable that these teams that we have You know, it's kind of odd thinking that Gen G are here as well. They are the bottom of the barrel. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to do that.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
They are at the bottom of the barrel right now. Right. But yeah, that's kind of what's happening, especially with the points that they have. It's kind of virtually impossible for them to catch up. They have to win these games.
I mean, I think now is the best time for a rebuild, to be fair, for Gen G, and that's obviously what they're trying to do as we head into our first match of Stage 2. Gen G need to do some recovering for what they did last season, and this is the perfect match to do it in, right? It's a nice ease in. We'll see what Zeta can put together as well. Gen G, 2 new additions.
Yeah.
Lots of questions to answer, I'm sure.
Could be good. Honestly, I think that's what Pilly was kind of alluding to already on the desk. Just looking at the composition, double duelist. It kind of just fits everyone in the team right now as well. Of course, with the roster shuffles they've had to go through, it brings some questions to mind. But seeing as how you've got the Phoenix, the Neon in, still with, you know, ever-proven Ashe, feels like a pretty good change. I'm very curious about Zeta, though. I mean, like they said, Breach hasn't been that common. It's been off meta for quite a while now, ever since the fault line has been reduced down to 60 seconds cooldown. Now it's back up to 50 seconds, but I'm curious if that's actually going to be that effective.
ये सारे मत लगाओ.
Straight out the gates, though.
Win loss का लगाओ. Win loss का लगाओ. किसने लगाया ये वाला? अरमान भाई ने लगाया. अरमान भाई डायरेक्ट win loss का लगाओ ये map का. Who wins first map? 5 minute का prediction.
He wants to get amongst it, and he certainly will be getting amongst it. Helped out by Ashe, the 2-for-1.
Actually, 10 minute का लगाओ.
Quickly turning back again in the favor of Gen G. So you could tell that they wanted to make something happen in mid, and they have been successful in that. It's a good start to the map as far as Gen G is concerned.
8 round का सही है नहीं.
It's incredible.
8 round का सही नहीं है.
Just not seeing that too often, but now.
क्योंकि आज gaming stream भी होगी ना.
Unfortunately, brings Zeta down to their knees. It's just Shoda left. Doesn't have to spike either, so.
Here. Yeah.
One side निकाल लिए बे पहला round.
So Gen G going to be pretty aware. Karen, oh, he spotted him out now as well. So I'm just going to very quickly smoke that off, try to make the life a little bit more difficult. But Shota does just have to push his way forward and try and make something happen here. There's no other way to win the round.
Gen G one sided निकाल रही है क्या? ये नए players कैसे खेलते देखना है भाई. ये Rascal.
There's no world
though where Gen G's gonna walk into this line.
Literally, not a single chance that they will walk on that line.
Yeah, maybe you kind of hope that the newer, lesser experienced guys maybe, but nah, it's not happening.
Like, if you want to make something happen in that round as that solo individual, you have to make it happen. Like, you have to be the driving force behind that round. So I'm glad that he tries to go for something they're obviously not likely to happen. Good start to Gen G, maybe a bit of a confidence builder, nerve settler. As you say, a couple of the new members into this lineup will obviously keep a pretty keen eye on what they're going to be able to do.
Yep, Fnatic का मैच देखने वाले हम लोग आज.
Call from Athena, joining in from T1 Academy. Extensive career.
सुमित आज सुमित भी रहेगा शायद इसमें क्योंकि VCD CN में तो सुमित है. अरे माँ VCD चालू नहीं हुआ टेक पॉज आ गया लाइव बनता है.
It's pretty much texture and how
G का पहला मैच परसों है.
Back then from EWC qualifiers.
Well, I mean, we've got a tech pause to start things off. Obviously, you know, day one, these things are going to happen.
मेरी चैट पढ़ने हर टाइम सुपर चैट करना पड़ता है. अब बस हर्ष भाई ब्रेकअप W Argentina समझ भाई.
Gen G changes, but I think it is, at least for me, the biggest
storyline.
Which stop? Obviously, Zeta have not made
Back with the 450 punch.
They're going to try to continue to persist with
Thank you so much, Samad. Bye.
Put together a bit of a better season than what they had last season.
अब से रोज watch party, सिर्फ watch party नहीं भाई, gaming भी, आज gaming भी करेंगे.
Thank
you so much, Samad bhai, for the 450. Love you.
They've said enough is enough.
FW Crocs, thank you for the $2. Good morning, my king. Good morning, Crocs.
We see Lakia and Zinx out of the roster.
Thank you so much for the huge 450 मेरे भाई. Samar.
Maybe his friends or something, but that's pretty cool.
कल Navi ने Foot को 2-0 से हराया.
Yeah, I know. Like Gen G go enough is enough. We were at one point one of the best teams in the world, or we were at least.
अभी उठा गया हाँ भाई.
We've fallen off in a very dramatic fashion in that regard. So we need to try and do something, and I like to obviously see that change come through. I don't know how it's going to go. We have to wait and see. But coming out of the gates, playing.
चलो 50 मिनट का टेक पॉज है. किसका तो पीसी बंद हो गया.
Positive style. I mean, you can tell obviously that they want to hit the ground running.
Where is Hydra Fleek, bro? He is on a tour, bro.
I was trying to allude to it as
he went to London yesterday.
A match against Zeta is probably the perfect start for a team like Gen G. You know, you come up against one of the other quote-unquote weaker teams. You know, let's not beat around the bush. Ease your way in.
Probably not wrong there.
Power up as you go into the season. So
it's a good way to build confidence, especially with the group that they have. You might as well just try.
Hey bro, are you excited
to
watch the two new players of Genji?
Right at the go from the pistol.
अरे ये टेक पॉज नहीं यार मेरा excitement. अभी इसका PC बंद कर दिया.
From Zeta even then, so.
वो देखो लॉगिन कर रहा है पासवर्ड डाल.
Looking at the skirmish and the map veto alone, this one feels.
ओए सबका रीस्टार्ट करा है.
Bro वो एक स्ट्रीम देख रहा था बैठ के देखो.
Right now, not gonna lie, the next map, Sunset, is not a map that Zeta plays too often. Of course, that's
you never know.
सबका रीस्टार्ट कर रहा है क्या सीन?
On things could be off season, cooking in the lab. I mean, the thing as well is, I think if you look at it from the perspective of Zeta, they're also looking at Genji and saying, hey, this is one of the other weaker teams, right? They didn't have a good season. They haven't had a good year. They're going through a rebuild. They've got 2 new players.
Martinez आया तो मेरे को समझ ही आता भाई गोल तो पड़ेगा ही.
We actually have an opportunity here as well to try to put something together and get our season rolling on day 1.
देखा मेरे को पता था कि 10 मिनट का प्रेडिक्शन इसलिए लगाने बोला मैंने कि 10 से ज्यादा मिनट तो टेक पॉज में जाने वाले. देख रहे हो दिमाग है मेरे पास. क्या गोल था मजा ही आ गया भाई साहब.
Literally who doesn't come last?
But they seriously fought tooth and nail in that game.
Well, that was one of the things that
Fernandes का celebration और भाई
I appreciated the most about moving into Valorant and seeing what the community is like is that just seeing people actually care is really nice.
भाई कोई streaming tutorial पे वीडियो है.
I'm used to
exclamation OBS
don't really care that much.
People are passionate.
People are
Aspect, thank you so much for the 10.
Can be a double-edged sword sometimes.
Thank you so much.
And we've got a lot of fans to kick off day 1 here as well.
Thank you so much, Bhai.
There's typically a lot of fans that do show up for the Genji games.
Thank you so much for the 10 kicks.
It's good, but it's also maybe.
Oh my God! What is this American tech pause, bro?
They want to give the people a reason to actually.
परश भाई कैसा लग रहा है फिर? थोड़े दिन बाद बढ़िया ग्रैंड फाइनल्स है. सब बढ़िया टीम्स आगे हैं.
I just keep playing either way. I wish I could read Korean, but I can't.
But slightly, मैं तो 4 अर्जेंटीना ही जीते भाई.
हाँ, back to back.
But I'm not the guy that's been
World
here for
Cup.
3 or 4 years.
But then उस बाजू भी देखा ना, उस
I was
बाजू.
also hoping that Vic would not put me under.
वो लोग जीते ना, वो ज़्यादा better है मालूम.
Terrible. Absolutely.
You think you're going to be wearing a durian hat again? Did you lose last season as well?
I don't think so.
I mean, कोई भी जीते अब तो.
Was it Achilles?
अब तो honestly कोई भी
I'm
जीते.
hoping it is, but I think it actually became Mika.
It wasn't Mika.
I'm not sure. But I know it wasn't me. It was not me.
It wasn't me.
And honestly,
so as long as I
जिस हिसाब से फ्रांस के against खेली ना, स्पेन बहुत strong लग रही है अगर वैसे ही खेली तो.
We'll get the laptops one of these days.
Sure.
But that's built diff. I mean, how are you feeling about today's one?
Up in the air. I will just do a quick translation there. Apparently the phone said, I am from Vietnam to cheer. So someone's calling all the way from Vietnam to cheer.
You know what? That actually does remind me of something. The last time I saw a Breach comp on Ascent was by Vietnamese team Fancy United Esports.
Oh, we love a bit of Fancy United.
Back in Challengers.
Yeah. It's a shame they didn't make it all the way.
They did not do too well with that comp.
Sharper and 555, obviously an interesting prospect.
ओए हर्ष भाई, ये बारी पैसिफिक में तो मारा मारी है भाई.
I had Sharper and 555 pegged as the 2 in my mind, and I predicted towards them most of the time. But I was a bit surprised that we had that upset in the upper bracket. Fancy going through the upper bracket final of the last chance qualifier.
मारा मारी क्यों है?
मतलब कि यार सबको क्वालिफाई करना और सिर्फ 3 स्लॉट है. हाँ, हर रीजन पे 4-4 है. अपने पास 3 ही है बस. क्योंकि पेपर एक्स तो एक ऑलरेडी खा ली ना.
But I think 555 have some good.
वो लोग तो ऑलरेडी क्वालिफाइड है.
They're a very solid firepower team when they're on. But I just wonder if that's going to get them far enough.
अभी तो प्लेन्स की टीम ये सब लोग मिलके झगड़ा लड़ाई करेंगे.
और नोंगशिम के पास भी इजी चांस है.
हाँ, नोंगशिम के पास भी इजी चांस है. नहीं, नोंगशिम के पास कैसे इजी चांस है बे?
मटर जीती है ना भाई.
मास्टर जी तो जीती है. उसके बाद क्या करी है?
एक स्टेज नहीं खेली भाई. ये स्टेज में मचाली खत्म है.
But 555 it feels as though they might have a higher ceiling.
And वो लोग खेलेंगे ही 100% भाई. EWC में मचाई इतना.
Feels like they can go quite far.
तुम्हारे हिसाब से अर्ली विसिटी पैसिफिक प्रेडिक्शन ब्रो.
It's like the hottest take of all time.
3 टीम जो क्वालीफाई करेंगी.
नोंगशिम क्वालिफाइड.
हाँ, और
and bro, slight chances of G as well. I ain't gonna deny that.
Slight chances of G.
Yup.
I don't think so. G this time, bro.
Take to be. I don't know if I should say this.
I think
But
G
since
can.
we've got time.
ठीक है. And third team.
They were talking about the hot takes, and I was like, you know what? Someone should make a hot take about GE because, like, obviously there's been, you know, Frost has departed GE, and he's gone to Full Sense.
P1?
And I think a good hot take would either be like,
RRQ?
something like GE is gonna win the split.
अभी तो स्टैक्स को भी बेंच कर दिए तो T1 तो है ना पिक्चर से ही चल रही है ऐसा लग रहा है।
नहीं क्या बात कर रहे हो मेरे भाई, DH इतना अच्छा एडिशन है T1 में।
ओए स्टैक्स भाई को कोई वो नहीं कर सकता।
रहने दो भाई, पर DH है यार।
D है वो।
हाँ?
Okay, that's pretty hot. To be fair, Frost basically said the same.
T1 still अच्छी टीम है क्या?
चलो स्ट्रीम बंद करते हैं अभी, हो क्या लगता है?
Nothing personal involved.
Valorant खेल रहा?
Not to say that I necessarily think this. I just think it's an interesting like conversation.
अगला मैच देखने वाले हो क्या तुम? अगला मैच?
नहीं अगला मैच नहीं।
Or you have the
yeah, maybe मैं उसके बाद में गेमिंग करूँगा।
Full Sense is gonna not make it into playoffs. That's also a big. That's a.
अबे अगला और हर्ष भाई तुमको एक चीज बताऊँ? VCT Pacific Stage 2 के दो बड़े डार्क हॉर्सेस कौन है पता है? एक है टीम सीक्रेट, एक है जेंजी। ये दोनों कभी भी क्वालिफाई कर सकते हैं। पता नहीं चलेगा, जीत भी सकते हैं, क्या पता।
Frost gone, hope gone. Frost gone, hope gone. ऐसी बात नहीं है यार। अबे यार इतना लंबा टेक पॉज भाई साहब।
ओए कल फुट हार गई नावी से।
2-0 आ रही और।
तुमने देखा कल का मैच?
नहीं।
और आज रात को आ रहे हो फनाटिक जायंटेक्स?
हाँ।
ब्रो बिग गेम ब्रो। आज रात को लेफ्ट फ्यूरिया है। होली शिट। ब्रो और फ्यूरिया में तो 2 चेंजेस हुए ना, शाय और बेसिक आ गए। फ्यूरिया का तो गेम सेट है, वो लोग बाहर है। तो एक्चुअली हमारे पास देखने का कोई मतलब नहीं है।
लगाओ प्रेडिक्शन लगाओ अभी। इनका मन नहीं है स्टार्ट करने का, हाँ ना भाई? अभी तक 5-0 हो गया रहता, लेकिन ये टेक पॉज चालू हो गया है। आज ही टूर्नामेंट चालू हुआ ना, इसके वजह से। चलो कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है भाई। ओए क्लर्च भाई।
हाँ भाई।
वो कॉइनबेस वाली ऐड लगती थी, देकर याद है तुमको?
याद है।
उसमें एनपीसी जैसे चलते थे।
याद है
भाई वो एनपीसी रियल पर इंसान थे, उनका मेकअप किया हुआ था।
क्या?
हाँ।
एआई नहीं था?
एआई नहीं था वो, उनका रियल मेकअप किया गया था।
Bro, shit. That was some insane makeup and shit, bro.
क्या गाने बज रहे भाई? ये
स्टार्टिंग का गाना सुनना था।
बेलिंगम काय को चामटी मारा मैच के बाद, चिढ़ गया भाई, चिढ़ गया भाई। बेलिंगम को जो उठा के पटका है ना, उधर ही मेरा हो गया। मैं बोला यही तो मांगता था भाई जिंदगी में। और हैरी केन को भी क्या कटायला है भाई, इतने बड़े सांड को। यूए की लिस्ट आ गई? नहीं, टेक्स्ट करता। मैं रिवर वैंडल ली है एज माय फर्स्ट स्किन। हाउ इज इट? बेकार।
तुमने फ्रॉस्ट बाई की बराबरी सुनी क्या?
नहीं, वापस करी
नहीं वाले में, मतलब इसमें क्या बोलते हैं, स्पाइक टॉक में।
क्या हुआ है?
ब्रो वो क्या बोल रहे थे कि उनकी बात नहीं सुन रहे थे और ये लोग क्या बोलते हैं थ्रो किए, लिटरली थ्रो किए। किसके अगेंस्ट? आई गेस लेव के अगेंस्ट था। और पैटमैन बोला कि बहुत इजी था वो गेम। ऐसा कुछ, ऐसा ही कुछ है, मतलब मैं थोड़ा सा मिसअप कर सकता हूँ।
लेव के अगेंस्ट अपन फ्रैक्चर आ रहे थे क्या?
तो आ रहे
थे। वही फ्रैक्चर ही अपन क्लोज आउट नहीं कर पाए।
अगेंस्ट लेव, सही है।
फ्रैक्चर उन लोगों का बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग मैप था और वही अपन क्लोज नहीं कर पाए और अगला शायद ब्रीज था, ऐसा कुछ तो था।
फ्रॉस्ट की बात नहीं सुन रहे थे और लिटरली थ्रो कर रहे थे, ऐसा बोला फ्रॉस्ट ने तो। थ्रो कर रहे थे, थ्रो।
Please, thank you for the part, please. I think I might have a crush on you. अल्ले काय झालं? काय झालं? I bought Ayakashi Phantom as my first skin. What are your thoughts on Ayakashi? I like it. I like it. उसमें वो आग निकलने वाला animation is goated, bro. अटट्टी आई है ओ मत एक काम करो, मत चालू करो गेम, हम लोग चले जाते।
नहीं हुआ ये रियल है वो हर्ष भाई?
ए जी
अबे यार डिस्कॉर्ड डीएम चेकिंग्स।
ओए हो गया मेरा, चलो गेमिंग करते। यो दैट्स सम सॉलिड जर्सी। नहीं लेकिन लेव वाली टट्टी लग रही है
भाई। क्या बात कर रहे हो हर्ष भाई? बिको तो ऐसा लग रहा है वो और ही ज्यादा बैंगर है।
ओए मेरा हो गया। ये क्या है भाई?
अबे यार
बे यार
हाँ उसका ऐड दिखा।
बे यार चालू करो यार। बे यार चालू करो यार।
ये देखो फ्रॉस्ट एंड बेबी
gives you wings.
वाढतच अरे थोड्या वेळानंतर हा कर। अच्छा बंद आहे काय? असू दे करतो नंतर काहीतरी बघतो। गेमिंग कितने बजे? 4-5 बजे। इतने स्पॉन्सर्स तो फुटबॉल में भी नहीं आते। अरे तो फुटबॉल में मतलब फुटबॉल में देखने वाली ऑडियंस वैलोरेंट के मुकाबले
डीएम चेक
इंटू 100 तो होते रहेगा भाई। एटलीस्ट इंटू 100 होता रहेगा और उतना अफोर्ड करना कोई ब्रांड के लिए पॉसिबल नहीं होता रहेगा।
Play with this guy, him or me. Moments like, yo, I can't play with this guy, him or me.
Him or me, bro.
Him or me, bro.
Him or
the amount
me.
of conversations I've had about this is crazy, bro. And you have to go to these guys like, bro, I know you're smart, but unless you want an IGO, shut the fuck up. Like, actually, shut the fuck up.
Shut your bitch ass up, bro.
Bro.
And
crazy,
and I know who you're talking about too.
I know, but anyways, let's roll.
Anyways.
Moments like, yo, I can't play with this guy, him or me.
Him or me, bro.
Him or me, bro.
Him or
the amount of conversations I've had about this is crazy, bro.
Bro,
And you have to go to
वही
these
ट्विटर
guys
अकाउंट
like,
चेक करो ना,
bro, I
सारा
know you're
लफड़ा
smart,
उसमें ही है।
but unless you want an IGO, shut the fuck up.
चालू हो गया
माँ कसम।
No success.
Machand
Gotta love it though, especially the snipes, and kind of maybe catching a glimpse back there. So enough information for Raxkull to slow things down. Molly tossed, flash out. No sound from Zeta though, just a reload. Texture's back.
Yep. And again, he just wants to fight. Look at this from Texture. What a start.
Texture already a highlight.
On offer, and he gets it, of course. Gen.G setting the crowd alight in round 2. When I say Gen.G, really it was Texture. I mean, that's exactly what he wants to do. That's why he's been trying to force the issue so much. And he's one away from the tour de force already.
This guy is just hungry. You can't see in the player cam, but from the place
Ash
mode,
maar diya tha, almost maar diya tha Ash.
Is that gonna be? Are we invoking the curse now? He was always known to be like Mr. 4K. If he gets an ace, they might start to dip. So, all jokes aside, very curious to see the team continue because he's now 1 point away from the ults. But this is a quick execute from Zeta as well.
Kya baat hai abhi Sol bhai.
No response from Gen.G.
Your curse might actually be real. Karan stuck inside this smoke, not going to have a good time at all. Spam headed in his direction. Being closed on his face as well. Let's see if Texture can repeat the heroics. He's going to be spotted out by the drone. Was hoping for a fight before it. It's not going to happen. We might see an ace back in the other direction now as Absol is on for it, and he is gunning for it as well. Surely not. Back-to-back aces.
Let's get it.
Karan are really trying not to give it to him, and in the end, XCL will actually give up his life for it. But look, Zeta, nice first round on the board. Much faster play out from them this time with the guns in hand, and that has Gen.G.
But उसने जो clip डाला वो तो
can do, I suppose. We saw a bit of it already with
Pokemon का नाम है.
Control and B main back in one of those rounds, but for this one, just setting up for a huge execute. You've got flashes, you've got the Waylay being able to dive in, the whole team working around it. If Gen.G aren't prepared for hits like that, yeah, maybe the curse is real. We do have Tour de Force in this round though.
Tour de Force!
Do the same thing.
Why fast take him? It's same to same.
Deeper smoke here. Absol's going to dive straight into it. Rascal instantly deleted, had no chance there at all. Another double entry. This is looking phenomenal
double
for Zeta
initiator on ascent,
the
bro.
attack at the moment.
Breach and Sova.
Listen in.
2021 वाला comp.
ピクセルヘム多分。
何？くるくる。
くるくる。
だけど食らってないこいつ。
そう。
まだいるまだいる。65秒上がんない。ヘブンしかないよこれ。いいよ。ヘブン上がるわ。見ろこれ降りてころだけ見てこれ。これ取ってやっぱ。はいよ。3来てる3来てる。
No way.
ね入ってないった。大丈夫ジョーカーしてるよ。オッケーオッケー。茨城来た目の前。
まあ。
これ出ない。
Yo, Absol पाशा है भाई.
So quick to receive, already kind of marking the positions.
मैं समझ गया जब उसका ये साया मैं समझ गया भाई.
You can see how effective those kinds of rushes or set plays can be. The breach is actually able to cover quite a bit. You start off with a flash, maybe you get some main control. The fault line comes in, blocks off.
Double initiator का full usage.
Would be the right side.
एक side stun, एक side smoke, एक side recon.
Nothing to do. They turn into a sitting duck, and the whole team from the back end are just not able to fight back either. So I guess that can work out for now, but I'm curious to see what kind of adjustments Gen.G brings into it. They're trying to fight for control this time.
Yeah, I think they have to do something different over on A, whether it be play a little bit more aggressively, as they are obviously in this round, or actually play a little bit more for the retake, you know, set up around tree, set up a bit more on the side itself so that a lot of that breach util is going to be ineffective.
At least for now, though, they don't have the guns.
Obviously,
so
yeah.
Already peeking out, not seeing anything towards B main. They're a bit curious about middle, so the drone comes out. This should give them enough information that it's going to be an A hit once again.
Vivek और माजिन भाई
moving into position.
ये out बोल रहे यार.
The kind of weapon that can do a bit of damage.
Out बोल रहे मतलब? अच्छा उसके लिए.
This one, drone's going to go forward though. Here's the paranoia from Karan just to try and buy a little bit more time to allow the rotates to come across. But it seems as though Zeta are not interested in committing to A.
Wow, this is so safe. Spotted the flash, calls for a rotation. Which path are they then going to take? They don't see anything towards middle. It's still more of an unknown territory. They hear the one flash. They want to pounce on it.
Oh, that's a good kill on Rascal. And now the push comes in once again. The charge. Surely nothing for Karan tucked in the corner. He just eats you till another clean entry onto A.
Very safe. Minimal risks taken. And because of that, minimal damage sustained as well. You could just see how they kind of go in with their thought process. Of course, sometimes you're going to get surprised by heads-up duels anyway. Maybe a weapon picked up now. Texture can do a bit more damage. Or save. Or save, yep.
Damage की तो बात ही नहीं है. पैसा बहुत है.
Still really kind of early. If he gets one more kill, I wouldn't mind seeing him go for it.
Yeah, good opportunity to try and charge that 2 at a force back up again. If he gets another kill or two, but surely an unwinnable round at this point. Hoping that there's someone on the side itself that's going to give him a duel, but that's just not going to happen, so...
He's going
to get the better of Texture here.
No, he's not going to be able to get out. Oh, well. Not the worst thing in the world. He still has quite a bit of cash for the next round. Maybe an op to be brought in. And I think that would be a pretty big upgrade for Gen G as well. I mean, it's quite clear that that's what this comp is intended to do. They already have the double duels. And able to lock off an info line like he used to do back then. Master Shanghai, everyone's talking about it.
Fearless kill.
Push into B main, lock that effectively outright. This could be quite a bit of control for Gen G, but no, they station him out towards A instead.
Well, I was going to say, you know, where do you put that up if you're going to pick it? Do you want to put it over towards A, which is where it's been coming? He's obviously a relatively safe agent to be holding a site solo. So all he has to really do here is get one shot off, port back to safety, and then play for the retake. That's the goal, for him at least.
Has to be. The rest of the team just trying to work around information. They don't see anything towards middle. Texture, is he up to the task?
Off your feet!
Oh no.
That's going to make it tough. And it immediately pushes him off of the site. So doesn't even get the chance to play for one. He's going to push forward, and Absol this time will not win the opening duel. The first time in about 3 rounds that he hasn't actually found that initial pick. So it does give Gen G a little bit more room to work, but Eco forcing them back away. Rascal covers off that initial kill, maintaining the numbers advantage, but now Hunter's Fury doing its work. XDLL looking for a little bit more, can't quite convert on the 3rd shot, but still, Gen G now retaking with 3, and Shukta does get Texture as he drops down right in front of him, trades back on through. XDLL stuck in behind the smoke, but Shock Darts don't really care about the smoke. They've gone too deep. No way! Karen's just going to be able to sit the defuse. The lineup wasn't there. But Gen G take around.
Yeah, it's still a little bit messy from both sides, though. Either way, you could talk about the Shock Darts. You could talk about the unfortunate.
भैया कुछ सोनम वांगचुक के पे बोल देना Instagram पे you have a big community true भाई तो कितना बढ़िया spam
haven't posted anything about this stage of Pacific. They need those points. They are fighting tooth and nail. Rolling Thunder for entry. Hunter's Fury just to try to fend off Gen G. Gen G actually gets the retake in with some lovely trades and utility. Especially after this back in with a relay bolt, but even then, no op retreat for this round. Texture's forced to go out to the open. Gets punished for it.
Good morning.
He's trying to make something happen. As has been his modus operandi throughout this map so far, but this time a nice set play from Zeta just dispatches him. Now you'll see aggression on the other side of the map that, to be honest, Shoto was aware of.
Thank you so much for the huge 200, Pasha. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Good running to you.
A little bit of some macro, you know, for both sides. Conditioning, they're starting to read each other's tendencies, always with the early aiming take. But this is, not gonna lie to you, gonna be a pretty tough retake for Gen G.
Yeah. A few ultis available. Maybe you can rip the runner back, look for a bit of information. Ash can follow that in with the overdrive.
Zeta's quite far up front.
Fast lane thrown in, and Ash spamming through the smoke gets the better of Absol. That's going to incentivize the commitment here from Gen G. There's that run it back that we're looking for. Sugar Zero dispatches of that one easily, and Karen drops in meanwhile as well. It's starting to fall apart for Gen G. Zeta hold the side.
And that's just
इनका अटैक कुछ ज्यादा ही अच्छा है भाई
quickly able to recognize the situation.
और इन लोग का retakes भी ऐसे ही होने वाले मेरे को लग रहा है.
Didn't spot anyone out towards heaven yet. The smoke then
भाई और Zeta division को control नहीं दिया heaven को फिर भी ये लोग
earlier on than you would have liked if you're a Zeta fan, but look at how they worked around the positions all the way towards the end. Sugar Zero, Eco pushing out from tree. These are positions that Gen G needed to mark extra angles. They all just focused on towards the ultimates instead, and despite being able to somewhat flood the site, everyone else from Zeta were able to hold. Even I think with the slide, wasn't an overdrive, I'm not really sure, but Shoda managed to hold that.
आप किसको सपोर्ट कर रहे हो, जेंजी या जेटा को? मैं किसी को सपोर्ट नहीं कर रहा यार, मेरे को बस जेंजी के प्लेयर्स देखने दे दोनों।
Genji because they've invested their
ठीक है, नई टीम है, नई टीम
से कुछ नहीं होगा भाई, एक गेम से कुछ नहीं होगा।
Miles away from the run, miles away from the overdrive. All they
नया प्लेयर किल भी नहीं किया अभी तक।
अगर जेंजी को क्वालिफाई करना है तो आई गेस जेंजी को हर एक गेम जीतना चाहिए भाई,
जीतना ही पड़ेगा,
है ना? क्योंकि
पैसिफिक में ब्रो किसी को भी क्वालिफाई करना है ना, और नीचे की टीम को, तो उनको फ्लॉलेस ही जाना पड़ेगा।
वही, और जेंजी पहले ही हार रही है,
अबे जेटा डिवीजन से हार रही है, वो बात अलग है।
So, okay, they're trying to figure it out. They're having a timeout.
Thank you for the U100 Suishe bhai.
Have the attack pause, have a bit of a chat, see if they can figure it out here. But
thank you so much,
the
Lala.
situation is a little bit grim right now for Genji. Their backs are against the wall.
सपोर्ट तो मतलब आई नो जेंजी जीतनी चाहिए, मेरे को उनके वो दो प्लेयर्स देखने हैं, ये दो प्लेयर्स में से एक प्लेयर अब तक खाता ही नहीं खुला है। And JG is gonna push a B this round. Oh wow, it worked so well, bro. It worked so well.
The quick double, the flash as well coming through there from Rascal.
Night market when? Night market next
month. Rascal.
This is the first time that Zeta have really tried to aggressively, at least early, go
Rascal
towards
बोला
B.
उसको।
And that's what Genji have been kind of setting up.
वही नाम है उसका।
हाँ, बट उसने वैसा रखा है क्योंकि रास्कल नहीं रख सकते ना गेम में।
Sticking with the same plan. I've got a judge
शायद अलाउड नहीं होगा बोलना।
hugging the corner. Curious to see why Genji isn't really moving outside yet, though. He sees the smoke, but that should confirm it.
Wow. What a round from
सोलो भाई की रीड थी अब सोलो भाई ने रीड किया।
Timeout.
सेटअप पकड़ लिया।
A big confidence boost for Ash
W
as well,
बनता
able to land
है,
those
क्या
first two
ही भी
frags.
मेन पुश किए भाई। फिनिक्स फ्लैश जो कनेक्ट हुआ है ना सब पे।
Where's the mid round? Nobody went back towards middle. Anything else?
I mean, it's hard though. Like
Saud भाई आज गेम
are you a Rascal हर्ष?
That's fair.
Your options are
रास्कला
if not limited.
बंटा इसने कैसे ओमन फ्लैश डॉज किया है? मेरे को लगा वो ब्लाइंड में कैसे मार रहा है इतना प्रिसाइजली।
Isn't the right decision.
जयेश भाई मैंने अभी जस्ट बताया, पीछे करके सुन लो।
It's like what's the lesser of two evils?
Yeah, just pick.
कल आने वाला है नाइट मार्केट, कल होगा नाइट मार्केट का स्ट्रीम।
B main. We go back.
Same setup for Genji over towards B.
Okay,
हैप्पी बर्थडे कातिल भाई, एस्पेक्ट थैंक यू फॉर द 10 किकनु किकनु।
That's good. Bait out the wall.
Thank
He's the one with the
you
movement, so might as well do it.
सुशी भाई, thank you for the 300 मेरे भाई।
Slight trades though.
That's fine. I think that's fine. You know, they're very aware, obviously, of the possibility.
ओए
of
शॉट भी आ रहे भाई।
trade from Genji. They still hold on to
अफीना
the
भाई
space,
मार
which
दे
is what
यार,
they were fighting
खाता
for.
खोल ले अपना।
Oh, just more things for Zeta to worry about.
Timing
They
2
can't fully
बजे
commit
around,
yet,
2
but
या 3
what
बजे
is
around।
this? Sugar Zero, you're coming back.
Are you going to hard clear this line? I mean, you kind of have to. You kind of have to be aware that there's a possibility that someone has pushed their way out of A. They've droned in through middle. I don't think Sugar Zero is going to clear it. In fact, he might just bypass it. He's gone straight past.
Wait, cancel.
Never mind. Oh, he made the right choice and then the wrong choice. Here comes Rascal for the 1-4-1 to try and just cause a bit of a ruckus over towards B. The
3v1
Spark has got into sight though, so there can be a plan here, and there is a chance for Zeta to try to hold this off 2-on-3.
A chance. That's going to be the key phrasing.
Hunter's Fury is online. I don't know that you can use it here.
Probably not.
ये
unless
आप
he
लोग
somehow
जीते या नहीं, वो
manages to
आपके मेल
traverse
पे
back
आएगा
towards
direct।
B main. It's too risky right now, so they're going to stay stuck in the site. Absol doesn't have utility either. This should be a big setup for Genji, who has pretty much a full kit. Karen with the flash, Recon coming in. Oh boy.
Thank you for the 1 kick, Ace
Might as well
भाई।
try and make something happen here. The connection's
Wait.
not really there. Paranoia does go through, and up close and
1v2.
personal. Absol is dealt with. It's XDLL.
ओए फिनिया का
Can't
फर्स्ट
get it
किल आ
done.
गया बे।
And
नाइस।
Genji off the back of their timeout are building
First
that
kill
recovery.
of his life
Very
of
quick.
VCT।
I gotta have that little bit of Asian parent disappointment, and then that's
मोहित भाई
motivation as
4
well.
बजे आता है
How did
शायद।
that usually go in your household?
Actually, my parents are pretty supportive.
Hello white devil।
I should have said something for more comedic value, but no. I mean, you look at Avina's score, he actually has 1 kill now, so gonna add that in. But like you said, right? That was kind of right call and then wrong call for Zeta. I'm very unfortunate, but
King Rishikesh, thank you for the sponsor with the Pow Gang।
Genji always having that 1 foot in the door already for the retake.
King
The Hunter's
Rishikesh
Fury feeling a little bit desperate as well.
sponsor।
You just kind of count your eggs.
We're going back to A, and that was where Zeta found all of their success.
Yo half HP Sugar
लास्ट राउंड ये लोग ने शेरिफ, एक ने शेरिफ नहीं, आई गेस 2 ने शेरिफ रखी थी।
Time from Genji, the smoke came
ये राउंड अभी 3 शेरिफ रख रहे
Zeta
हैं।
are still going to commit to
ये लोग अगले 4 राउंड का बाय कलेक्ट कर रहे हैं।
just looking for one, but gets pushed away by Util once again, and Zeta are into the site, so this is going to require a retake. It is, however, just up against the pistols, and it might be a little tough to get that plant down. Hunter's Fury is hunting! Shota will survive for now, though he copped a bit of a tickle. Plant going through.
Okay, Steel Garden by time as well.
It's just going to try to equalize the firepower.
भाई ट्री पुश अप कर दिए मजबूत कंट्रोल लिए मजबूत
There's a flash through, but Eco turns around and bops Rascal in the head down to double. This might start to get dangerous. Gen G need a recovery, and they're getting it in the form of Karen and Texture. And are putting some kills together. Shota still under balcony, will be traded down. It's now down to Sugar Zero and Athena in the 1v1, but this is all on the line for Sugar Zero. Easy, you'd think, but it won't be in the end. It's time for the defuse. And Gen G will go to 6.
Yeah, we can heave a sigh of relief off of that one, but that was
hello Rishikesh, hello, good morning.
Risky.
Marra pasha ye do Athena.
Bio with stingers and sheriffs,
but they have so much delaying util. I mean, like, they just keep throwing pieces of util here and there, and then of course
दोनों के दोनों शॉट कितना डेंजर मारा है उसने.
Time pressure was already
सारे util में था वो.
I don't think it shouldn't have gone this far for Zeta, especially with Gen G's full buy, but lovely stuff either way for Karen.
थोड़ा टीम जैसा लग रहा है ये.
50-50, he managed to make it work. You go again.
Here we go again for Texture as well.
Okay, what's the conditioning going to be? You have Breach Util, but you're not dumping it yet. You want to set up for Tree and an A short push.
This could actually work out pretty nicely for Zeta, as they've got numbers, but so too to Gen G, and Karen's able to double down just to keep it in check. A missed shot out of Texture. He is going to be pushed away from the site. Zeta are not interested. They want to reset the round.
2v2, they have quite some space to make it happen, so knowing that their opponents are going to be repositioning, they double back in towards A short just to poke through somewhat. Rolling Thunder is available, but I'm not sure if this is the run you want to use it.
2v2 आ गया है.
So maybe just a flash in. The smoke's kind of giving it away though, but Gen G are also split up. If Zeta are able to just bum rush, take down Athena, this is quite possible.
Bum rush.
Well, they're not going to get past unspotted.
Smoke के लिए रुका है वो.
Is it going to come back? No, they're just going to break it.
That'll be info.
30 seconds left.
Texture. Not moving.
Nope.
There's an opportunity.
Difficulty is Athena just needs to buy the time. You do get that investment through from
Zeta. Good call for the ult.
Athena have to secure a kill.
Everything, but still gets a kill.
Bro!
Makes it much more winnable here for Texture in the 1v1.
It's just down to the up and headhunters though.
Feels like a must-win round, though, for Zeta. Eco's really got to get this one over the line. And he's going to walk right into the crosshair. Texture misses the shot. Headhunter out. But the swing comes back on in, and Zeta will win another round for themselves.
Okay. That's a big confidence round for Zeta. And some fancy little footwork from Eco as well.
उसने ult किया, stun किया, फिर भी एक
मारा. That right, had information, went out for the swing after the whiff shots. Of course, it's elevation as well. Genji does good to recognize where the hit's approaching from, especially off of that drone.
South, thank you so much for the sponsor with the Pow Gang. South Pasha.
Zeta are able to reset the round. And then
thank you so much.
Now we go into the last round of the first. Okay, Eco, it's still early.
Yeah.
But what a way to do it. Sudden aggression from Genji.
Oh, and it's dealt with pretty well by Shota. He was alone on the B side of the map. Gets the 1-for-1 against 3. You have to take that. Burns that runner back as well.
Zeta to call for a slight pause too off of it, but just unsure.
Karen's on the move again, and Karen has got a lot of space outside of B.
Phoenix का space वो कर लिया.
Having played different roles back then in stage 1, back onto the controller now as well, so he's a bit more comfortable, but having that courage to go out for certain lurks, it's pretty lovely, especially when you know you're against Zeta.
उतना जल्दी वो spawn पे पहुंच जाएगा ये उन्होंने expect नहीं किया रहेगा.
Shift walking every step of the way.
Walking into a pretty solid setup over towards B here, and you've got that rotate coming through from Rascal as well. Drone is going to start to give away the intentions. That conversion path invested by Zeta, and the entries are actually not bad. Third player over there can't get anything done.
6 all भाई क्या close game चल रहा है ये.
Shit, 1v2 बे.
Setup for Gen G, but it's not. Now Texture has to get it done. This time against 2.
Pascal को एक मारना था बस.
Still has the snipey.
Bloody.
He just doesn't have any util to dig them out.
एक और मारता बे, एक मारा उसने.
He's got to push his way forward, and
his TP is pretty far off as well.
You know, you can't really win a 1v2 in these circumstances unless the mistakes made by Zeta, unless they give him a peek. But if he has to get in close range and try and take them on,
उसके
it should not
contact
go his way. There's an angle and a connection as well.
अबे मुझे लगा मर गया.
Not enough, and so 6-6 is the first half score.
Shit way. Unlucky बंटा क्या गेम चल रहा है ये.
This is not what I would have expected.
Oh my god.
वो देखा तुमने सबमिट आ गया.
क्या कर रहे हो बंटा तुम. क्लच भाई कह रहे कि अपने रोल्स रॉयस
Zeta डिवीजन ने उनका पहला बैन सबमिट किया.
Could have been approaching out from that fast lane
so
instead.
much for the huge 1K.
Unfortunately, with that tour de force shot whiffing, if it actually landed, Eco might have been slowed down by the field, but well, thanks to that,
Sushi bhai, thank you for all the donations, yaar.
To comedically pop off on the stage.
W's in the chat for Sushi.
He has played against these teams before as well.
Chat, wake up! 1000 रुपए दिया.
6-6 will go again.
W तो लिखो chat में.
Yeah, looked for a moment like Gen G was really going to pull ahead there.
Thank you so much मेरे भाई for the huge 1K Sushi भाई. Sushi भाई ने bank लूट लिया है. True.
2v1. So doesn't matter how
Thank
you
you
get
so
the
much
rounds
Sushi भाई
done
for the huge
necessarily.
1K लाला.
Keep yourself in a competitive position, which they have done.
रोज भाई की रोल्स रॉयस भी आने वाली है.
बट अटैक ऑफ जेंजी का अच्छा होगा.
तुम रोल्स रॉयस लेने वाले हो.
Just makes you wonder.
भाई जो जिस हिसाब से सुपर चैट आ रही है तो ऐसे ही होगा ना.
Earlier on they started off pretty well with the pistol,
मैंने
the way they were
इलेक्ट्रिक
pushing
रोल्स
out,
रॉयस देखी थी
texture,
एक दिन.
having that adventurous sense within him to continue hunting
ऐसा
for
RR
teams,
लिखा
but
हुआ था
ever since
और
the
ग्रीन
time,
नंबर
you know,
प्लेट
he's been
था.
swapped over to more
कहाँ पे
anchor
देखी पर?
duty. But
मुंबई साइड ही किधर तो देखी
he was
थी.
anchoring out towards short.
आगे रोल्स रॉयस चल रही थी उसके पीछे एक और एक अच्छी टॉप गाड़ी चल रही थी.
It's just the whole team.
इधर
Even
पे जो
with
रेमंड
all
वाला है
angles
उसके
being
पास भी
helped,
ऐसा
they
है.
weren't able
मैंने
to
भी
take
देखी थी
down
यहाँ पे.
Zeta as they pushed through. That's
कौन सी वाली
a
होती
little
है भाई?
worrisome.
पता
did need to be a
नहीं
little
रोल्स
bit
रॉयस
patient.
इलेक्ट्रिक भी होती है क्या पता नहीं भाई. आती है
This is
लेकिन
enough for both teams to work with.
भाई
पर
लेकिन
देखिए तो करेक्ट ही देखिए भाई.
टायर्स क्या दिख रहे थे. हाँ उस टाइम मैंने सर्च भी किया था. मैं खुद शॉक पड़ गया भाई कि वहाँ को सब रोल्स रॉयस इंसान इलेक्ट्रिक क्यों लेगा.
भाई मैंने कल फायर ब्लेड देखी. फायर ब्लेड
वो कौन सी है?
फायर ब्लेड बाइक
है.
Still
हाँ.
quite deadly.
I know bro.
Holy shit.
Early thorns pop. Genji still sticking around while Zeta pushes out middle.
Absol's going to have to try to exit that awkward situation, but Gen G across the map are finding their picks. One towards tree, two towards middle.
भाई Zeta के plays बहुत crazy है यार.
Smoke, but low on HP, so feeling a little bit wary about things in this round.
Sugar's
leaning in the direction of Gen G again.
He's definitely feeling kind of hot under the collar as well. Tries to create some space for himself towards main, but it's not
अभी जेंजी का अटैक अच्छा रहेगा दोस्त.
Bandit takes him
जेंजी
down.
अटैक नहीं लगने वाली.
And maybe the hops hurt as well for texture. That's an easy headshot. Both pistols being claimed by Gen G. There is a lot
शाम
of
को सारी
confidence
सुपर
with
चैट
this,
रिटर्न होने वाली है. दक्षिल
no
भाई
excuses if you don't win the battle from
सॉरी
here.
बोलो
You
तुम
take both
सबसे पहले
pistols.
दक्षिल भाई. सॉरी बोलो जल्दी से जल्दी सॉरी बोलो. सुशी भाई ने 11,000 वीपी किए दिए है मेरे को वैलोरेंट में. 11,000 सॉरी बोलो जल्द से जल्द.
Go back to their former glory.
जी का नया वीडियो देखो देखते हैं.
Taking both pistols, pushing out. Even though they were kind of met with some resistance outside of middle, Ash.
ओए नया वाला अपडेट बोल रहे प्लेन से आएगा. जो आउटलॉ वाला अपडेट है.
Confidence that you want to see in a
पर
team like
टेक्सचर भाई
this.
अभी से ही मार्शल चला रहे.
After the next round though.
या वो मार्शल ही चलाते हैं.
A bit of a Marshall, the rest of them on rifles.
I don't know, bro.
But not seeing any movement
I don't know,
from
bro.
Zeta yet.
I don't know, bro.
Can be quite
तुम
unsettling.
अपना नाम जानते हो क्या?
A chamber might only use Marshall bro because that makes
Texture's
sense.
just doing texture things though.
Yeah, he can always dip back out.
Ay!
वॉकअप कर दिया उसने. हाइलो में 4 लोग हैं उधर.
Yeah, walk into that high-low, you're going to have problems.
हाँ ना बे, because वो tap टूप कर सकता है.
Reeve then from this point forward.
AI वीडियो
A side is
देखा क्या
clear.
Frost versus
Genji should be
Patman
looking to
वाला.
push in, but they're a bit wary because of
Kama
that smoke.
chande.
What a good time and what a
AI
position
वीडियो
as well for
punching
Sugar
punching
Zero.
कर रहा
Have made a lot of noise on this rotate. So
मजा
Zeta
आने
have
वाला भाई वो
almost
match
beaten
में
them
तो.
to the punch.
Shit.
Not quite, but they do have
भाई पर
5
मेरे को
players
ऐसा
over
लगता है
here
फुल सेंस
immediately for
बहुत
the retake. They're gonna have
डेंजर
a lot of
मारने
time to
वाली
work
है.
with.
फुल सेंस ने रोस्टर चेंज भी
They
किया
have
है.
so much utility, Zeta.
कोच भी change
Flashes,
हुआ है.
fault lines, everything.
कोच को तो सब पता है उनके
Ash
बारे
just
में.
caught out in no man's land. Someone
कोच ने तो उनको
has got
दिखाई
to
थी
chime in
दुनिया.
soon for Genji. Otherwise, the numbers are going to overwhelm them. Luckily, Rascal can do just that.
But last time जब G full sense हुआ था ना, G
Flash to
बहुत
slow
अच्छा
things down.
read की
Now
थी
needs
full
to
sense को.
probably
बस
chance his
हरा
way
नहीं
through
पाया.
that smoke. Karen with some sharp shooting
Oh
will
my
keep it
man.
alive. It could have been awkward, but in the end, Genji will navigate the treacherous waters. And they
Me and Karen are so
भाई
good.
टट्टी खाओ और माँ को
Map
सो.
MVP so far, and his
सुशी भाई
stats
को
just continue
टट्टी
to
गिराने के
build.
लिए
Kara
400
broke
रुपए
up
दे
the
दिए सुशी
crossfire
भाई
from
ने.
before. Now he's once again
ऐसा
showing
हो
off his
तो
mechanics.
ऐसा हो वरना
Just
तो
being
ना
able to
हो.
play like that. I mean, it is kind of an empty ego, so
WWF in the chat
don't really
for
put that much stake
Sushi
into it,
by
but still
everyone.
a witness. However, at the same time, I do have to point out, this is what Zeta's composition
WWF
can do.
in the
If
chat.
they don't
Thank
spend
you
that much
so much,
utility in the first half
Sushi.
of the round,
For
and
the
they save up for it,
400
the
मेरे
retakes
भाई.
can be quite lethal. So much
Thank you so
to
much.
throw
Thank you
against
so
their
much,
opponents,
Pasha.
depending on how it goes. And right now, just the delaying and stalling from the Vise onto this B site.
उड़न निकल गई है.
Oh,
उड़न निकल गई है. छोटा.
that's a big gun in the hands of XDLL. They're walking right into it, but it won't matter if Tex has got a headshot to hand out.
Bro!
Here comes the commitment from
ये
Gen
क्या
G,
timing
smoking
था?
towards middle, drone out as well, and they're sending
पता है
Rascal forward.
2000 एटलीस्ट कर दिए
Kind of get caught in the
आज की
crossfire, so
स्ट्रीम
it's back
में
to 4-on-4, but
सुशी भाई ने
it's just
W's
such a
हो जाए यार
nice
सुशी
creep
भाई के
from
लिए.
Texture onto the line. Shota had no idea. Absol's
Shot
got
है
way
Fina.
too much to watch. And Gen G with a very sneaky
उन लोग को
entry
सेव
really
करना
into
पड़ेगा.
B.
बोनस कन्वर्जन आ गया है.
Managed to find a lot of success.
Holy shit in the
Sheer
pants,
wall,
bro.
Still committing it.
यूटिल देखो
And
कितना
that's
अच्छा है.
especially
खत्म है ये
thanks
राउंड.
to, well, what's more meta, Raxkull with this Phoenix has a round 3 running
flash.
back. Although still down with the trades though, Zeta still trying to find some damage wherever possible, but yeah, now you have a taste of your own
Fina
medicine.
भाई
You
भड़क
bought
गए.
up an Odin, you're gonna have to die by the Odin.
He's going to hold on to it to the next round as well.
अच्छा उनका ही ओडिन से मारे वे.
Might not be as potent
तो उसके
now,
साथ कितना
especially
बुरा
with the
टाइमिंग हुआ ना.
हाँ ना
certain
बेचारा
XDLL
यार.
के
are
साथ.
spammable, but
और इससे सब शॉट्स
certain
कनेक्ट भी
areas
करते
still
हैं ये
are.
लोग भाई.
For example, like Boathouse with the little walls and corners.
Ani
देखो
music.
मेले को क्या दिया है.
Fadeaway, that's insane.
Ani music. Thank you
It's gotta
so
be
much for the sponsor
pretty
मेरे
lovely,
भाई.
you know, having gone off the stage for a while.
We can do the
now
Pow
coming back
Gang.
to it with
Any
such a team.
X music.
Either way, though.
Underscore gaming.
Moving forward,
Any
we're gonna have to
X
listen
music
in
underscore
other
gaming.
teams.
Thank you so much for the sponsor.
Or not.
Yeah, well, soon. We'll hear from them as they try to break down the round.
It's all just pistols from Zeta, though. I'm curious what they're thinking. Not seeing too much yet.
근데 스모크 형 스모크 다 빠졌다. 커버. 스턴 저기래. 브리치 소바야. A
불벽 치고 먹을게. 불벽 치고.
더안 나왔어.
커버해줘.
B 소바 브리치였어.
A 모여서 A 그냥 가자.
여기. 이거 바이 쓸 수도 있다. 스턴 없고 플래시 하나 빠졌고.
내 와인까지 체크해볼게.
아?
또 와인.
드론이랑 불벽으로 펌핑할 거고.
불벽 없어.
으로 가자.
불벽 없대. 나 스모크로 할게.
I heard A. I think they're still pretty
पता है
intent on it,
Fina
but that
मजबूत
smoke
calls दे रहा.
does buy a bit of time for Zeta. They are set up.
IGL है वो?
Maybe pick
क्या
some
मालूम?
shots as they.
हाँ वही होगा IGL
मजबूत
में
दे
और
रहा
कौन
है.
होगा?
Yeah, I mean, Zeta's got numbers here. Just don't really have the firepower. It's going to have to be some sharp shooting out of those sheriffs. XDLL and Eco have one in hand. It's a good start for Texture. Could have gone either way. Shota does some decent damage, but it's really not going to be enough. Sheriffs aren't even allowed to play. XDLL
It's over, bro.
deleted.
Genji one-sided domination.
Yeah, what are you gonna do?
10-6, double digits.
That
secured for
always good for
Gen G.
Genji, bro.
Rampaging their way towards a
Thank you
victory
so
here.
much for the
Gonna
10
have to be timeout.
gifted,
Soon for Zeta,
Pasha.
you'd think.
Kind of hope for it. I believe it
Sushi
is
bar
coming
with the
into the next
10
round. Just see the timer being paused. And they definitely do have to kind of work around Genji's aggression. Genji now with that confidence, with a lot more decisive calling. They see little gaps. They take down one player outside B main. Like, yeah, we kind of know where we want to go. Let's double back in towards A
in the
site.
chat.
And they've been showing this such more decisiveness in the past several rounds now, especially since swapping over.
मैं K-drama में नहीं करूँगा. मैं
4 rounds in a row. Everyone's just continuing to pad stats. Texture almost mirroring Karen pretty soon.
Yeah, I think Tech's just loving this game, right? He looks very free. He's kind of getting to do what he wants. He's been on the sort of anchor solo side of the picture when he was on the defense. He was sort of solo
Night Market tomorrow, no?
Yeah, honorable.
Oh, if Night Market has Helix Phantom, you buy me, okay?
Being that X Factor player,
honorable.
good time getting to play the game that he wants to. Probably calling his
Helix Phantom is good though. What do you want from Night Market, brother?
It's working nicely for Genji
Helix or
at the
Bolt,
moment.
bro.
Helix or Bolt to abhi
now
aayi
they're
thi
in double digits as well. It's extra pressure for Zeta. They have an op in this round though. I want to see what it does. Absol stationed towards B.
Sushi bhai ne at least na chat 12 crore रुपए अभी तक super chat कर
calls as well. Try to get a good read for how their opponents are playing, but so far it's been somewhat passive. They should be hearing footsteps towards middle.
I don't know how much that's going to help them though. You know obviously that you've lost mid control, but
how to join WhatsApp community? WhatsApp group is only for members, not for gifted members.
No, he can't.
If you want to join, exclamation WhatsApp डालो, वो पढ़ो, वो सारे steps करो, then you will be added.
Market maybe.
Easy steps ही है.
Okay, that's a good clear, but you don't want to be going any further. That's a pretty insane setup from XDLL and Eco.
Andy versus C9
This
का
does end
match
up
है
being
क्या?
a B
हाँ रात
split though.
में.
Those two are going to have a lot of work on their shoulders.
It's an Odin.
Ball goes up. Here comes Ash. Oh, good swing, but there's that setup. Eco and XDLL causing a bit of an issue, and now you need the B main players to activate. They have not. Genji haven't quite got it right this time around. A missed shot from Texture. He makes amends for it.
Oh wow,
screen.
Genji ने खुद आ गए.
Still, the numbers are at a deficit for Genji, but they have been able to walk their way into B.
अभी भी नहीं बोले Texture अकेला hold कर रहा है.
Position. Athena is going to get the Hunter's Fury as well, so could use that to delay.
वो ult कर रहा है direct.
Oh, no tag. Thought it was a tag. Not
हल्का सा जमीन में मार रहा है.
Oh, that's close as well.
Shit. दोनों इतने close गए वे.
Yeah, buys a bit of time. Texture has to hit this next shot. In fact, probably almost has to swing right now and have a look. And he does! Ooh. And he does connect as well and back onto the line. XDLL going to try to pre-fire the corner. Athena waiting on an off angle. Will delete Sugar Zero. And now we're back in action. It is going to be a wallbang battle. The Odins looking for one another. XDLL gets the better of Athena, but that time is ticking ever so quickly. And Texture, has he got it done? I think he has. No time to defuse. Genji are going to 11.
What a turn of events. Odin still, and it prevails. But ultimately, with Texture landing that one shot, slowed down Sugar Zero by a step.
वहाँ पर Ash भाई ने बराबर चेक किया था, बराबर timing हो गई थी उनके साथ.
I mean, Athena to come back in, and that's maybe not as clean as some people would have liked, but either way, it's a great step forward for the Korean team that used to be at the top of their game. Now they're starting to climb back towards it.
Sideways.
11-6.
क्या?
Pistols for Zeta.
अरे
Feels like they're poised
सीधा
to get
उल्टा
that
होता है ना
point.
अपना.
Sideways क्या होता है?
A bit more aggressive.
अलग लोग है भाई.
Where's this coming from? XDLL really investing. No real connections though going his way. Texture porting back on out. Doesn't actually get connected by that Hunter's Fury. He got 2 before he fell, so that's mission successful.
Sideways कैसे पैदा होता होगा जरा बताना मेरे को एक बारी.
अरे अपने को क्या पता ना, उनको पता, वो लोग डेंजर लोग हैं.
Able to make a swift call towards
No, it's a nice cover up.
Devices down, so the utility's not going to bother them. They're just a bit more worried about the positions, trying to get a good read for it. Some slight timing. Zapsol gives off his position. So now everyone's quite aware. A main being held to Karen continuing to mark the back.
Giveaway announcement gaming stream में 4-5 बजे.
Spotted that.
What? CV3.
Okay. Spanner in the works, maybe. Rascal still holding on to his position and buying a lot of time. He's going to get the kill. Eco is doing a lot of work with the Sheriff at the moment.
Shot going through as well. How is Eco putting this together? Athena, the last man standing, will try and hold it down. Defuse is safe for now, but Athena could get it done. The shock dart pushing him off the defuse.
Wow!
Another one through.
Wow!
And Athena gets it done. Genji will indeed get to 12, but by the skin of their teeth.
12 impact kills.
Definitely should not have been seeing Eco do that much damage. It was kind of unsightly, but very impressive indeed. Fault lines, every bit of utility. The rolling thunder after he smelled that
he's back, he's in the game, he's in the game.
Victory. But even then, New IGL steps onto the
New
plate.
IGL.
Debut game, and he comes in with a Red Bull clutch. Shock darts to make it happen as well. That is
nice round, man. Nice round.
Eco
डुबा दिए थे
to the next one, which could be the last. A desperate buy for Zeta.
Gonna fall back here.
Bold line for Absol, especially now that it's been smoked off. Drone's gone up and over the top. There's nothing really in mid that Genji have to worry about.
Could just sink everything into the B hit. Sheer wall stands in their way, of course.
Ajay bhai, I have a question. आपके साइड से वो VP लेने वाला हो तो वो जो 475 VP वाला ऑफर है वो one time applicable है या multiple times?
Giving themselves options to back out if needed or to build up onto ults. Look at that. Rascal one away from run it back.
Might not be even required the way things have been going here for Genji. Sheer wall
दोनों में मिलेगा
triggered. So again, Zeta aware that there's some happenings in B.
पता नहीं आयुष देखते.
Karen off timing, sees that there is no lurk push. Now starts to rendezvous with the rest of his team. They can just make a full rush in towards B site.
This is a good push from Absol. I just think it might be a little bit too little too late as we see that hit coming through.
Wow,
Zeta lining up two inside of that fast lane. Ash and Athena had no idea. It's a missed shot though from Absol. Maybe Genji can have an avenue back in if they can pick him here in middle. He has stuck around. 13 seconds left on the clock though. They are just not going to go for it.
You can't. There's really not much to do. Genji, a little bit unfortunate for this round, but they should have themselves a pretty good idea of how Zeta tends to set up. Absol towards middle, maybe towards some extremities
अबे
of the map.
नाइट मार्केट जो बूस्टर पे डेट दिया होता है ना उसके अगले दिन आता है हमेशा.
Next round, Zeta need to anticipate a potential, execute a potential hit somewhere. They've done pretty well in this round, especially with Shota being able to get those anchor shots off of B main. But the next round is where things really start to thicken.
Well, it's first round in the second half for Zeta.
Hey, look at that.
Better than nothing. But they are going to need another 5 in a row to make this a map of any interest from here.
Oh my god. This is a weird swap.
Enemy mark.
There's not much in terms of utility from Zeta to delay
Genji का मस्त लग रहा है.
B site.
T-shirt.
Advises elsewhere.
हाँ. वो स्पेन वाली जर्सी जैसा टेक्सचर है उसपे.
हाँ क्या?
A lot of territory taken early on in the round though for Genji that Zeta now are forced to play back on the B side. They don't have any info on the B side.
खत्म करो गेम, अगले गेम जाओ.
Middle, op heard.
लंबा मत
Genji has a
खींचो.
pretty good idea. Zeta's intention was to try to cut Genji off as they maybe tried to rotate back over onto A side, but that's not happening now. Zeta are slow to rotate.
India's football lineup सुना है, कल ही सुना stream पे.
It's just Shota. He does have Steel Garden though.
Yep, he's got the thorns and he's got the wall as well. That could really slow Genji down. Here they go. But again, straight into that util. It's going to be the run it back that should burn all of it and maybe even get a kill here. Shota's going to go down. That is a miracle. Magic from Rascal. I thought surely he could get nothing done, but in the end, an important opening and that might seal the deal for Genji. A 4-on-5 retake now required for Zeta.
And not much else to make it happen too.
Must
fault line, everything flashes, but they need to find the kills too. Look at where Genji are positioned already. They know they have space.
Those conversion paths don't connect onto anybody either. Rascal tucked in the corner, lets the first go by and then deals with the second. Not quite the third, but there is still enough coverage on this site for Genji to feel comfortable right now. A swing from Ash and a miss. That's not what you want. 2 on 2. Hunter's Fury in from Athena to play a delay, and Zeta just cannot afford that delay. There is no time. The map is done. They will not get the defuse.
Good fight by Zeta though.
13-7. Genji closed map one. Just as quick as it happened. Not even double digits for Zeta. They did have a pretty
very good fight from Zeta chat.
Happy intrigued for a second.
I'll say that.
But either way, in the game itself, in some of the micro plays, some of the intentions that you start to witness from how Genji is trying to operate, you can tell that this team has found confidence. Texture popping off round after round. Khelraay as well.
Zeta का मैप पिक था
ये हाँ Zeta का मैप पिक था अब सनसेट है
Yeah, 100%.
Genji का मैप पिक है
Happy days for the Genji fans in the crowd. There's no doubt about that. We're going to head it down to the stage in a second.
What 2023 में Zeta ने Genji को हराया है? Oh, that's like.
कोई direct interview.
For Genji, now I'm standing here with Coach Solo. Solo, congratulations. First things first, what did you think of Raxcal and Athena's performance on Ascent, and how would this addition affect the way Genji plays in Stage 2 moving forward? 감독님 일단 어센트 승리 축하드리고요. 먼저 최근에 합류하게 된 에피나 선수와 락스칼 선수의 1세트 퍼포먼스에 대해서 어떻게 생각하셨는지 들어보고 싶고요. 그리고 이 두 선수의 합류로 인해서 좀 어떤 변화를 기대해보면 좋을지 궁금합니다.
지금 뭐 초반에 조금 저희가 비슷하게 갔지만 그래도 초반에 나경이 선수가 에피나 선수가 오더를 잘해줘가지고 네, 그리고 민석이 락스칼 선수도 개인적으로 연습 때만큼 잘해줘서 쉽게 이긴 것 같고 그리고 두 명의 선수가 좀 그 장난도 잘 치고 그리고 에피나 선수가 너무 저희 팀을 항상 웃게 만들어줘요. 그래서 약간 분위기가 좀 업되는 게 있는 것 같습니다. 네.
약간 그 텍스처 선수의 시너지가
मेरे chats hide हो रहे हैं सिर्फ normal chats दिखा रहा है ऐसा कैसे?
Well, yeah, I think in the first half it was neck and neck, but then the second half Athena started making really good calls, and Raxcal was able to perform as he does usually in practice as well. So I think we were able to kind of close it out in an easier way. Compared to how first half went, and I think in terms of Athena, he really brings that energy. He makes us laugh a lot. So I think we have a good vibe going on. I think we can expect a lot more from this team going forward with these two players on the team. Thank you very much, Solo, and best of luck in the next map. 감사합니다.
भाई एक टाइम था हर्ष भाई, सोलो भाई को भी मैंने खेलते हुए देखा, अब तो कोच है वो.
Bro, time क्या change होता है ना, अभी भी ऐसा लग रहा है करण वैसे ही मारता रहेगा.
क्या पता मारे भाई.
Bro, it was his first freaking year. He owned everyone, and now it's like his second, third year, bro. Time is passing by
Sports
fast.
Science 555 core.
Time is like running, bro. क्लच भाई ऐसे ही देखते देखते किसी दिन हमारी शादियां हो जाएंगी, बच्चे हो जाएंगे.
बात पे वही यार, शादी बच्चे से ज्यादा बड़ा सोचो ना कुछ.
मर जाएंगे.
यार खत्म ही नहीं करने बोला. ऐसा बोलो ना, ऐसी बात पे एक दिन बड़ा सा मैंशन रहेगा जिसमें एक फरारी, एक लैम्बोर्गिनी और एक रोल्स रॉयस होगी.
तुम समझते नहीं हो भाई.
बड़ा सा पूल होगा और उसी के बाजू में जिम होगा और ये सब गोवा में होगा. ऐसे
लाइफ का मतलब ये सब नहीं है क्लच भाई.
देखो मैं तो तुमको बस सेटअप कर रहा था इसके लिए. मेरे को तो यही सुनना था. क्या है फिर, क्या है फिर लाइफ बताओ जरा ज्ञानी.
Being happy, bro. Life is about being happy, being satisfied.
Satisfied.
Yeah.
किस चीज से जरा बताना, क्या चीज है जो आपको सेटिस्फैक्शन देगी. अच्छा.
Yeah. Being happy, bro, is the only thing.
अच्छा.
Yeah. Earn good money and be happy.
अच्छा, क्या बात है जो है. तो फिर आप ये सब कब करते हो?
क्या चीज?
यही ज्ञान बांटना.
बस ऐसे ही कभी कभी बीच.
मॉब्ड स्टैंड इन है सेंटिनल्स के लिए, बताओ. मॉब्ड भाई सेंटिनल्स में हर्ष भाई हर एक कंट्री का एक अलग देखो ना, एक यूएस का, एक कनाडा का, एक इंडिया, एक ब्राजील, एक साउथ अफ्रीका, एक ब्रिटेन,
सुशी भाई देखता हूँ मैं
सॉरी
बाद में।
यूके।
यूपीआई लिमिट आ गई, कोई बात नहीं यार, तुमने बहुत ऑलरेडी सुपर चैट किया। गिव अवे रिजल्ट आज शाम में।
नाइट मार्केट गिव अवे टाइम। ओए हाइड्रा भाई ने क्या टाइटल डाल के स्ट्रीम चालू की है?
उन्होंने बिना गेम चालू करे टाइटल डाल दिया।
नाइट मार्केट में सबको थोड़ा थोड़ा हेल्प हो जाएगा। 2022 का थंबनेल क्यों डाला है? बस यूं ही भाई, आज कुछ मिल नहीं रहा था डालने के लिए तो मैंने पुराना थंबनेल डाल दिया।
अच्छा नहीं गिव अवे कर रहे वो नॉर्मल।
तो नाइट मार्केट गिव अवे डाला है ना?
कल है,
हाँ,
पता
मतलब
मुझे
कल का ही गिव अवे आज।
गिव अवे तो आज है ना, पर
वाह,
कि तू गेम की
मेरे
बात कर
को
रहा है।
बोलते कल है पर नाइट मार्केट गिव अवे आज है।
हाँ,
वाह
देख
जी
लो,
वाह,
देख लो।
नहीं कल
वाह जी वाह।
Let me check.
देख रहा हर्ष भाई, पैसा इतना हो कि पानी आदमी बिस्लरी से पिए।
भाई हाइड्रा भाई को पहली बार पानी पीते देख रहा हूँ स्ट्रीम पे मैं। है ना है ना है ना है ना
ब्रो हाँ, मैंने भी नहीं देखी आज तक वैसे।
माँ
मैंने खाते हुए देखा है, खाते हुए देखा है।
इंसान पानी ही नहीं पीता क्या? अच्छा वो कैमरा ऑफ माई ये पानी पीने के लिए करते।
ओ हाँ,
इक्की चैट भी पढ़ रहा हूँ यार, सब पढ़ रहा हूँ।
एपिसोड 3 आ गया, बताओ। नहीं, प्रोमो आया। कोई जी का प्रोमो देखते हैं, आ जाओ।
भाई ये 900 गेमिंग गोटेड इंसान
अरे
है।
यार गाना लगा देते हैं ना, चलो ठीक है सुन लेते हैं, कोई बात नहीं।
है ना जी के इसमें वीडियोस में
हाँ
बॉलीवुड गाने लगाते।
हाँ ना, अभी क्या लगा दिया? I'm a die for you, love me, love you। वाला वो देख रहे हो जी का वीडियो?
हाँ लगाया वो भी।
8D ऑडियो। Pray for me।
आंखें वो हो गई भाई।
और एडिट
हेवी एडिट हेवी। ओ बॉय साहब दिस
भी बोलो।
इज ब्यूटीफुल।
ब्रो अपने ग्रुप के एक्चुअली मैचेस क्या है?
दिस लुक्स ब्यूटीफुल बट दिस डजंट लुक
ग्लोबल ई-स्पोर्ट्स तो प्लेन्स भी खेलने वाली है हर्ष भाई, जहां तक मुझे लग रहा है।
चैट दिस लुक्स सो गुड ब्रो।
ओए ओए, ये क्या मैचेस है? आरआरक्यू, फुल सेंस, नोंगशिम, जेनजी।
ये कभी है?
अरे जी के मैचेस का नाम बता रहा हूँ भाई, अपोनेंट्स का नाम बता रहा हूँ।
हाँ,
पहले
हाँ,
आरआरक्यू, फिर फुल सेंस, फिर नोंगशिम, फिर जेनजी और
Yeah,
लास्ट
very
में
tough.
सैटरडे। अरे तो मतलब प्लेन्स तो कंफर्म ही है ना फिर भी।
तो अगर ये जीत जाते हैं ना जी
हाँ।
ये मैचेस तो
हाँ।
ब्रो दे आर इन
चैंप्स के लिए? नहीं
Yeah.
नहीं नहीं, चैंप्स के लिए इन नहीं है।
हाँ भाई
कैसे इन है चैंप्स के लिए
अबे
भाई?
इन है यार, तो बाकी तो नहीं देख जीत पाएंगे ना जो लोग उनके जगह पे घुसने वाले हैं।
नहीं अरे तो भाई प्लेन्स है ना, फिर प्लेन्स में जीत के वो लोग फिर आ सकते हैं। क्वालिफाई तुमको पता है?
प्लेन्स में ज्यादा पॉइंट्स रहेंगे या नॉर्मल इसमें?
नहीं 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 नहीं, बात नहीं समझ रहे। देखो प्लेऑफ्स के टॉप 2 चैंपियंस में जाएंगे और सिर्फ प्लेऑफ्स में पॉइंट होते हैं +5 +4, समझ रहे
हाँ।
हो? तो अगर तुम प्लेऑफ्स आ गए,
अच्छा टॉप वाला भी सीन होता है ना?
हाँ हाँ, तो 1 2 3 4 में तो 1 तो ऑलरेडी पेपर एक्स है जो कि पॉइंट्स वाला सिस्टम में है, ठीक है? तो वो लोग कुछ भी करेंगे तो उन लोग का काउंट नहीं होगा, समझ रहे हो? ये सीन है। पर लोग खा जरूर सकते हैं दूसरे के लिए।
अर्श भाई यार कल फर्नांडिस ने क्या गोल मारा यार।
हेडर
नहीं वो तो मार्टिनेज मारा।
मार्टिनेज का हेडर था।
वो जो बैक टू बैक उसने बैंगर मारे देखो।
ओए
एक मारा,
एक कौन था जो कॉर्नर, हाँ कॉर्नर लिया था, करेक्ट।
फिर उसके बाद में तो बराबर प्लेस किया साइड नेट भाई साहब।
शिट यार कल भी 10 मिनट में 2 गोल हुए ना।
अभी
segura mais tarde.
W आपके एरिया में कौन से डीजे चलते हैं? राजस्थान में ऐसे चलते हैं।
हर्ष भाई तुम क्या बोल रहे हो? जी के जितने पॉइंट नहीं होंगे किसी के पास, ऐसा बोल रहे हो तुम?
हाँ
ऐसा बोल रहे हो क्या तुम? हैं?
हाँ
ब्रो T1 10 पॉइंट पे है लाला, और फुल सेंस 7 पे है, जी तो 6 पे ही है और 5 नंबर पे है वो लोग किसी भी सेकंड में नीचे जा सकते हैं।
गाड़ी भी नाचेगी।
T1 में 7
coming in now, and it's very different in style.
Yeah, now by mirror matchup
chalu karni chahiye matches. The Sentinel, Genji going for texture on that chamber.
आज कुछ ज़्यादा ही जल्दी चालू हुआ या शायद हमें EWC की आदत लग गई।
On one side of things, the Cypher might actually give them a fair bit of trouble here. The trips are going to be a little bit difficult. They are standing out on the defense first. I think how you play around the Sage util going to be very important. Similar to baiting out those traps in this case, bait out the wall, force out the slow orbs. It's going to naturally slow down the pace of the game. And what I want to see, as always, is surely we're going to see a wall over a wall.
Yeah. Classic. I love it. I love Sage on this map. So? I love Sage on every map. Always give me the wall over the wall. That's what we're talking about.
You do
missing van errors.
I think it's great. It's so fun.
He's the Sage guy.
He is the Sage guy. It is fun.
He loves it when they throw the slow orb down. It's like, okay, guys, we've got to slow down here. That just makes me thrilled. That, you know, jump a slow orb in a choke point, I'm just ecstatic. I leap out of my chair. Yes, they did it!
Yes, I think you've been so traumatized. This is why he is an analyst here on VCT Pacific after those experiences. But I am excited to see what these two teams will be bringing to Sunset. I feel like it's been far too long since we've seen this map. We've had some fantastic and wild plays coming out from the teams here.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a really fun map. I can't wait to see what Pacific has cooked up. It's always interesting when a new map comes back in. People have different takes on the meta. These two teams rocking with something fairly similar, so it's all going to be about execution in this map.
475
yeah, especially with the
instant after purchasing मिलेगी 24 hours के अंदर
players.
वो लोग को manually mail करना पड़ता है तुमको.
In this map of Sunset, I mean, did you guys have a favorite Sunset
England
from
I like
the
Sage.
previous iterations?
Other
teams, yeah, besides Sage.
Actually,
I like the Paper X Sage. I was playing Sage when this map was first around.
Especially with Manya.
विराट कोहली का जो बच्चा हो, वो एक फुटबॉलर बन सकता है इंग्लैंड के लिए।
उसकी उधर की वो है क्या?
मतलब शायद वो लोग उधर के हो जाए तब तक तो हो सकते हैं।
नहीं, वो अगर उधर पैदा हो गया तो वो उधर का ही हो गया ना।
नहीं, आजकल ऐसे थोड़ा बंद हो गया है। हाँ, होता है कोई जगह नहीं होता है, ऐसा हो गया। यूएस में तो बंद हो गया है
Oh.
All right, casters, let's see if these two teams are going to give us something spicy for Sunset.
Spicy? You like spicy, don't you, Clash? Sure. Especially if the teams are able to, you know, give us some upsets. Maybe. What would be an upset?
Spicy.
Yeah, I think so. Especially for this map, at least, with the expectations we've had so far, with what we've seen from map number 1 already. It feels like Shenji has one foot in the door already, but who knows, especially with the compositions here. Well, but Big Time had some opinions about that one as well, and I feel like I share similar sentiments. I mean, texture on the chamber
just fits like a glove. Yeah, I mean, he had a great map in map 1. If he can do it again here in map 2, Gen G might be off to a flyout of a start in stage 2. They did most recently get a 2-0 over Zeta.
एक शूरे का mic दिलवा दो.
Previous matchup.
Shuri!
Feels like it could be similar stories as well.
I am Shuri, Khelraay.
मुझे आता है ना जिससे ऐसे बात करते हो.
Interesting one as well.
तो आपने
It's been a while since we've seen
क्या
this
किया
map,
जिंदगी में
just
जब
last
डिप्रेशन में थे आप?
Tyloo EDG, Sage was used by Tyloo to take down
भाई हगने लगी है.
EDG as well, so who knows? We start things off with some slight pushes.
भाई क्या मिड पुश हो रे बचा दिए. कैसे
Gen G are the
बचाए?
ones that are doing the majority of the blending. And the wall. Zeta are the blendies.
इनका इको बढ़िया प्लेयर है.
भाई और हाइड्रा भाई का तीनों का स्ट्रीम डिले 0 पे एक साथ खोल के रखता हूं ताकि पॉसिबल वॉच पार्टी का फील आए.
XDLL elsewhere off camera. Plants gonna be committed here. The coverage is good from Texture, but he dives away from the line on the wrong timing. The plan hasn't gone down now. It's really in check. Eco gets it done. That is a bit of a mishandle from Gen G. Like they knew where he was coming from.
लग गई.
ओपन रख दो माइक.
Open है.
And I thought, what happened there?
वाह यार क्या खेले.
Mistakes. I mean, let's take a look at it again. I mean, how
Shot
often do
देता है यार
we see
इको.
these kinds of plays
इको player
from
अच्छा है.
Zeta? They had, you know, that trap
Action भी दिया था
competition
insane
back
shots.
over on his set, but here they just swung out off of the
Bro,
smoke.
nice 4K, nice 4K.
Some sharp shooting from
बंदे ने अकेले
Eco.
अपनी टीम को 2 राउंड जिता
He was
दिए.
doing that over on a set as well. Almost brought a round back due to his sheriff alone, not for a Phoenix clutch. So this is now one pistol in the series for Zeta. We'll see if they can continue to build off of it. They've got pretty good guns already in their hands, but just a default 2-1-2 hold to start this round.
2-1-2 किधर है भाई? 2-2-1 है.
Happy to take the ulti orb. Got a cage and a trip set up here.
Wow, one way setup.
For Gen G to try to get past and, well,
इको ने तो फैंटम ही बाय कर ली है.
Shoto using that cage to perfection.
नेक्स्ट राउंड में फुल खेलेंगे. और XDLL के पास अच्छा जेट वर्ड से.
To kind of check out the A main area. It's already been walled off. Texture.
Okay.
Gonna start this one off with some marksmanship. It's gonna be quite a ways away before they can actually start to push in, though. It's not fully cleared out yet. So they want to see if Zeta's gonna be giving them more angles to work around.
Cover going out.
Texture's kind of stuck in the corner there.
तो चाहिए तो actually भी hit कर सकते हैं Gen G वाले.
Get out, and that looks to be in the form of Gen G actually initially kind of committing towards this B site. Smoke does go down, which slows things, but
Fall कर दिया, उठा दिया उसको wall पे.
Swarm onto the side. The wall goes up just a bit too late. Absol out in front and on top of it, and that plant will be denied. So
plant नहीं मिला यार.
Good round, all things considered.
Plant मिलता तो Gen G का round हो जाता
मस्त. By Gen G either way, you know, you want to try to
के लिए बढ़िया पैसा हो
get
जाता.
some extra money for the next one, but this is what you want to see from Zeta. You know, starting to get a good sense for how Gen G's trying to approach this round. You saw the Sage. You actually get right into the position where the wall kind of boosts you up even, and that's just extra sauce, extra spicy.
उसका दूसरा स्ट्रीम बाउंस होके है. Main चला गया.
Gotta keep up that momentum.
Still Texture क्या है team?
Japanese team.
नहीं यार, actually अभी ये team अपने macros अच्छे खेलेगी. इन लोग ने stage 1 पे ना खराब खेला था. शूट भी नहीं कर रहा था.
This map might bring with it a bit of change.
अभी एक fresh face है Gen G के पास.
Decent damage from the round previous
और दिमाग भी नया है.
So once again Zeta off to more passive position. Shota could be scouting around a little bit more though. Has the camera in towards B main, kind of has an inkling of Gen G's presence. Kind of calls some of the team over.
Big mid push, big mid push.
Down middle. Ooh.
Where है कोई?
A treacherous path ahead of him.
Texture fielding set.
Navigated it pretty nicely so far. He's kind of split the difference between the team and Texture. He's the meat in the sandwich. Ash is so close to death. They have no idea Absol has made this move.
Gets one, gets two, by that's big bonus conversion.
It should be two, which it will. And it did also the spike drop too. That's a master stroke from Absol. Dig out XDLL, but not at the cost of his life as well.
It's going to be a big trade now.
Why round hug the almost.
Gen G's only way forward is to pretty much step into this B side. Off angle's already held by Zeta.
Absol round निकाल के गया. Big round, big round.
Yeah. Too much to do. Great round though from Absol. That's the 4K. Has been a
your
quiet
expectations from
start
G
to the
this
map
stage?
from Gen G. There's no
Your
doubt about that.
expectations,
It's
bro.
a little bit quiet in here as well. I think the Gen G fans are a bit perplexed about things so far.
You would have to be.
Playoffs में first and second place champs में qualify करेंगे और overall point system जो होता है
absence of noise, it's
champ points जो होते हैं उसमें 1 और 2 जो रहेगा वो भी
that's a
qualify
lot more
करेगा.
lovely to
Total
see
her region से
Manny
4
Zeta
team.
guy still always faithful in supporting the team too.
I'll say it, and I say it every time, but I wish I was that
अब कहीं भी ऐसा होता है कि already qualified team खा रही है slot तो उसकी नीचे वाली टीम पे चले जाता है वो.
Oh my god. I wonder what they're like when it's football.
Highest points ज़्यादा prefer
But now,
करते हैं. Your
either way,
expectation G
this
to the
is a
stage.
very big chance
Actually,
for Zeta. They've
I
gotten
want
the
G to
bonus
win
round.
Americas
They can run away
and
with
फिर
this
champs से
lead.
सबसे पहले बाहर हो जाना है वैसे भी.
Just several more rounds away from
ऐसा ही
basically
है.
securing a lead for themselves for the rest of this map. And if they actually do manage to bring that to fruition, then you're looking at a map 3.
No idea.
Bit of a spanner in the works for Gen G. Early attack timeout going to be called. We had our questions, I think, about Zeta.
अभी तो 3 और बाकी है. हाँ, Pacific actually 3 और
I have
बाकी
to
है.
have some about Gen G
Paper
as
X already
well.
qualified हैं.
Especially for this one.
तो अगर Paper X champion भी बन जाती है ये स्टेज की तो 8 पॉइंट तो Paper X और ले गई अपने साथ.
Yeah. But for this round though,
पॉइंट के हिसाब से भी एक सिस्टम बनाना चाहिए. एक ट्रॉफी.
Just gonna rush an A.
Yeah, might be a bit of a quicker one. Fast lane.
Equal round है.
From Ash.
Texture पे ऑफ है.
And indeed, Gen G trying to go fast, but they will be slowed down by that orb coming through from XDLL.
Quickly, well played. Smokes as well coming out from Sugar Zero. Now all the positions being held. Thinking about the wall. Let's listen in.
근데 월 쳤다 월. 위에 조심하고 이거. 위에 나오는 건 내가 보는 중.
Wait for wall बोला. Wait for wall बोला.
아, 쓰람 낼게 이거. 펌핑 한번 하자. 펌핑 한번 하자 현철아 지금 라우라. 하죠.
बोला एक CT एक साइड है.
내가 열어줄게. 한번 더 깰게 가나. 다리 콘대기. 그래 이거 짧게 가릴게.
जंपी करने बोल रहा है. जंपी करने बोल रहा है. ये जो wall किया.
그럼 사이트 블락 까줘 이거. 블락 깎고. 블락 깠어.
Well, no secrets as to where Gen G are going. Zeta have rotated a few players across.
It's one.
Behind that dark
Good
cover
trade.
for now. Sugar
Good
Zero
trades. Good
boosts it
trades.
up.
Good trades.
Does get himself just the
3v2.
one. The trades are good from Gen G. Eventually, they burst their way through in onto the site, but very low on Athena. Ash also tagged up as well. Spike will go down.
दो लोग लो हैं. और वो दोनों लो में से एक ने भी एक मार दिया तो राउंड है.
Athena though, a different angle being taken by Shota.
Ballsy push. Athena's going to go down early. Brings it back to a 2-on-2.
Info है दोनों का.
Karen is going to need some assistance in
Start
a
Karen.
second, but headshots are required, and they will be delivered. Karen for one, Ash on the line as well. They can double sweep
good
this
eco
line.
round, भाई. Good eco
Goes
round.
out as well to make life more difficult.
Gen G's
for
on the
Eco.
board
Was
now.
a hard-fought thrifty, but Gen G get it over the line.
It's just so much uncertainty coming out from Zeta. They weren't expecting that burst at all. Felt like they had the round, knew that Gen G were sandwiched in towards elbow. But as soon as that stage wall gets propped up, even with the elevated position from Sugar Zero, Karen with some sharp shooting just gets done, man. I mean, it blocks off so much for Zeta as they come in on the retake, forced that one single angle, which at this point, Gen G just had that down. The slight little sidestep from Karen even, a little microplay to offset the crosshair placement as Zeta swung.
Wow.
This is amazing. Now you start off with a round
Nice
as some
shit,
early pressure comes in, baits up so much
Gen G have kind of faked that they're going to go for the exact same thing they did in the previous round, and instead they reroute their way into mid, and they go fast as well. Zeta are scrambling to try to secure this rotation, but Gen G are relentless into the B site. It's just Shota. Prowler is going to find him, and Rascal will finish him off. That is a real masterstroke from mid-round pull from Gen G. Ash is revived, only to die again.
It's information. Now you kind of know Zeta's already there.
Yeah, I mean, Zeta, where are they coming from? Might be from the defensive spawn side. Possibly.
Nightfall as well.
क्या फनाटिक चैंप्स जा सकती है बिकॉज कोई भी इवेंट क्वालिफाई नहीं हुए हैं हाँ जा सकती है क्योंकि स्टेज 2 के स्टैंडिंग्स के ऊपर भी डिपेंडेंट होती है चीजें
to fight on and the backup of Karen as well. It just seems to be no way back.
करण भाई शूट करना चालू कर दिए.
Shouldn't be. down to just Sugar Zero, who desperately tries to tap onto the spike.
भाई थोड़ा सा लड़खड़ाती है Genji, फिर उसके बाद समझ जाती है.
Genji back into the game, 2 and 3.
I love that round from Genji.
Build on homepage पे लिखा हुआ है कौन से packs पे
That's
मिलेगा.
what Pilly was talking about as well. Genji definitely clearly ahead of Zeta in terms of the macro game, right? Like off the previous round, like you mentioned, kind of thwarting the intentions.
Secret वाला भी match देखोगे नहीं.
And it's so fluid from them as well, almost as though they already kind of pre-planned.
Your expectations from G this stage.
Down to the,
I think they can perform good.
But I still think that one gives them some slight information.
Sure.
Because at the end, players अच्छे हैं भाई बहुत अपने.
Given the circumstances, now back to perhaps a bit of a slow round here for Genji.
Good morning, Somnath bhai.
Go out into middle, or at least Ash is. Going alone though, so wants to be a little careful here. Smoke's coming back. It would appear that Zeta want to recontest mid, and Genji will respect that.
Actually make use of that as a slight window to perhaps poke around elsewhere. Oh no.
Mid push किए ले भाई, easily pick off हो रहे.
Early, Karen's gonna find another.
This is just fishing. Well, the bait was that early peek out from Ash. And unfortunately for Zeta, they actually bit it. Instant 3v5 on just pistols as well. This is going to be an easy slam from Genji.
Ults काफी अच्छे Zeta पे अगले round के लिए.
Flash side, sprint in.
Twitter पे almost everyone is saying we're gonna lose cause no cross this time. I do agree with you. We have good players, we can do this. हाँ वही मतलब players तो बहुत ही अच्छे हैं भाई.
Dislodge some of the ability for Zeta to actually have an impact on that entry.
But then the thing is,
Genji actually push
जो
forward,
matches
but they are
draw मतलब जो draw है G का जो matches है वो बहुत ज़्यादा tough है.
Now time to push the issue. XDLL. It's the matter of texture.
पहला गेम किसके अगेंस्ट है पता नहीं, दूसरा फुल सेंस के अगेंस्ट है, फिर RRQ, फिर Genji, फिर Nongshim. Cooked है भाई.
And the answer is really nothing. Just hold position. XDLL.
ये नहीं बोल रहा कि हरा नहीं सकते अपने प्लेयर्स उनको.
क्या उसने अपना नाम इको इसलिए रखा हुआ क्योंकि वो इको में अच्छा खेलता है.
Takes a while. But this is often the time when you can just see how effective it is as well. The coach's value definitely proving itself.
Shit.
This is, of course, an anti-eco.
वो क्लोन बन जाता था वही है ना?
Yeah, you could maybe say tactics a little bit greedy, but you know what? They have cash to splash, so why not?
ये क्या है फिर एक चैंपियन का नाम एक पोकेमोन का नाम.
Just holding those positions towards the end as well. It's always a little bit more difficult for Zeta, especially on the defensive side. They're lacking quite a bit of
X lost his credibility. अभी सारे लोग impressions rage bait करते हैं. नहीं.
Everywhere. Wall's going to go up. XDLL.
You can know how what is
even more.
Yeah, Lord, what is fucking.
Take the fight.
क्या थोड़ी सी diabolical सी wall की थी.
Last thing from his mind in the end.
Ash भाई नहीं मचा रहे. Ash भाई नहीं मचा रहे. Ash भाई दिखे ही नहीं.
For his eyes closed. Ooh, Absol. Thinking about
Ash भाई और एक neon player कौन है जो पहले initiator player था अब neon बना है?
Nice line to find yourself on. Rascal walking straight at him. Routine shot for Absol. Brings it back to 3-on-3. Mid. Ooh, the push from Eco.
किसमें था?
Catches Texture off guard, but Athena has the chance to equalize. Oh, they're all out everywhere.
Free.
Too many targets to shoot at. Now it's a drone. Meanwhile, by the way,
KRX में है ना?
Yep.
अलग confused आता हूँ. Free कौन सी टीम का player है? वो 1v3 Karan के लिए.
Happen over there. It's all a bit messy. The plan is now
Bro,
down.
Prime Karan would have done it, but 8-3 चल रहा है बे.
ये Ozempic Karan है.
Zeta, they're marking the A main position.
Where else could he be? There's a couple shots. There's a good couple of shots. Hang on, half tick, but it doesn't matter. Karan with a huge 3K.
Oh my god. Once again, delivering
shit,
to their deaths. Let's watch that one more time. Never take this man off of the controller.
He's still in his prime, bro. Op shot को क्या दिया है?
It starts off with lovely aggression and the slight trap play as the players walk back towards middle, catching Genji mid transition.
Well, let's go, Billu, bye.
But just the slight flicks. Ever so slightly controlled bursts, he's always able to reset. And that was always what made Khelraay back then.
ये का सिर्फ fanatic game देखने वाले.
Facts. Zeta
Shanghai Karan bhai was amazing. Oh, एक बार ही Genji second पे आई थी ना? कि पहले जब Karan बहुत अच्छा खेला था.
It seemed a little bit off with that initial peak that came through from Absol. He sort of ducked back behind the corner.
तभी तो Karan को उसका नाम मिला था यार. Karan भाई को Karan वाला नाम मिला.
Coordination and that's all that it really takes at the top level. You have players that are sharp enough to punish that kind of moment. Karen does that, gives the 4-3 advantage.
Madrid बोल रही है
Genji. Now it's not a massive
Madrid,
yeah,
Madrid.
Madrid में कौन जीता था?
हाँ, Sen.
Close. There was a bit of a competitive half building.
Bro, तुमको पता नहीं Madrid के champion Sen था? Wow,
Genji kind of ran away with
that was like iconic, bro. Reykjavik and Madrid.
I'm just getting word that it is one kill
Reykjavik
for Texture to get to 3000 in Pacific.
अभी तक 2 Reykjavik हुए हैं, एक में जीता है Optic ने और एक में जीता है Sentinels ने.
Yeah, no way he ends this half without getting one more kill. He's got the outlaw
this round as well.
इको आ गया इको के लिए.
That would be grim.
No way. I'm gonna laugh my ass off if that actually happens. He doesn't get a single kill.
He's leading the charge right now. He wants it here.
Laugh my ass off, Clutch, man.
Let's go.
Round 8.
Laughing my ass off? How do you laugh your ass off, bro?
3,000.
Can you explain?
I'll show you.
Look at how far back Zeta are playing. They don't see anything towards A, so they kind of have an idea. But position's been scouted now.
They're gonna go. They're gonna fake go. They went half into the cage. Try to draw a rotate across. Texture again hunting to see if there's anyone peeking for information right now. No info needed right now for Zeta. They are going to lock in with these players over towards B. Swing comes through. Absol goes down to Ash. A double kill for Ash, but he hasn't checked the corner. He does in the end. Spin back around. No kills on offer for Texture. They're going all the way to Ash.
Spike planted.
Smoked off.
One enemy remaining.
Oh no.
Oh no ace.
Wow.
Everything we didn't want to happen in that round. Texture didn't get a kill.
Oh, ताली बजा रहा है हंस रहा है साला.
What's going on there?
Ash almost missed the corner, but found.
तुम Ice Spice जैसे रैप कर सकते हो पता है?
It's almost kind of also standard operating procedures for Genji.
उनका flow वैसा ही है.
This
उनका कौन सा गाना है?
Reformed identity for them. I mean, it's always been in their DNA still, right? Texture is the sniper.
मेरे को बस इतना पता है.
The rest of them as well.
Ice Spice के गाने में मतलब म्यूजिक वीडियो में 0% म्यूजिक और 100% ass.
Up for the whole team.
हाँ वो देखा हूँ मैं.
Run it back. 5-3 the scoreline. Genji again look like they want to be going fast here. Ash is so quick through the middle of the map. This is crazy.
वाह कसम ऐसा कब कोई push करेगा अपने में.
Hunting and Texture gets his 3000th career kill. In Pacific. Genji are off to a good start. Ash with this flank is just causing such a ruckus.
Hugly.
Beautiful trades, bro.
Hugly.
Than he had anticipated.
एक kill में ult.
निकाला texture निकाला.
Inside of elbow.
एक kill में sage ult. Hugla.
Unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's going to be the round
Raskala.
to be. I thought that started so well.
अरे
इसका पैसे नहीं.
I don't think he was expecting that extra player so close.
No clear way.
Oh, ये तो कॉम कर रहा है.
Might have some ideas. He's able to cut someone off. Could route back towards A main and get some res in.
Yeah, this would be a big kill if he gets it onto Sugar Zero. I don't know if he heard him. Oh, certainly not.
Great angle.
Good round, bhai.
5-4. Zeta are still in the fight at the moment.
And then
Quite competitive this map so far. And it all comes down to also just some slight team play moments coming out from Zeta again.
No Shaligram bhai.
Just around this A-side execute that Genji has tended to employ so many of those rounds early on from before, after ever since the timeout was called.
Hello, Devi.
Right now, either way.
पूरी जिंदगी में किए इतनी?
Career milestone hit. Just kind of moving forward. Up in his hands.
6 साल में.
Conditions are done, so it always keeps a couple of Zeta players invested at least towards A. But Zeta trying to stay ahead of the game as well. They've got 3 players stacked up outside of B site.
B site has typically been a point of contention for Genji, so I understand it from Zeta. Now let's go forward.
What has happened to my brain, bro?
Your brain is actually
it's going to be a commitment from Genji, though.
Yeah, I'm a bit curious about this one. The trips are set quite far back.
कल फर्स्ट डे था जिम पर बैक मारा पर मेरे बाइसेप्स क्यों दुख रहे हैं. हाँ होता है बैक क्या या बैक एक्सरसाइजेस बाइसेप और
flashes everything
Puram pe aate
ready. Stuns as well for Absol.
मेरे तो इनिशियल डेज में चेस्ट के एक्सरसाइजेस शोल्डर पे आते थे बहुत शोल्डर मेरा
ऑपरेशन भाई
ओके फॉर्म पे फोकस कर लाइट वेट कर
terrible for the Japanese squad.
Jiggle peeking that corner as well. If he does that at the wrong time, Texture is going to pop
एक महीना रेगुलर ले फिर बराबर जहाँ पे मारेगा वो फील होने लगेगा
रीटेक के लिए कौन सी अल्टीमेट बचा के रखी है भाई
30 seconds left.
Useful that information's really going to be. Gen G are going to get in and they're going to get a plan, and now you're going to have to play a 5-on-5 retake.
Look at the wall again as well. So deep. It's going to take quite a bit of work to chip away at it. And meanwhile, the rest of Gen G are so aware as to the only other avenue of entry for Zeta. Marking the drop. Texture has the op.
Oh, he's not connecting much with it in this round so far. Athena up close and personal will be noted but not dealt with. Shota does get two eventually. Now it's Ash's turn to try and double down. Doesn't happen. Gen G capitulate.
यार रीटेक किया यार
ये लोग डिफेंस ही अच्छा कर रहे
You gotta take a look at that again. Multiple
अटैक अच्छा कर रहे थे पिछले मैच में
but some whiffing ultimately leads to this 5-5 scoreline. What a way for Zeta.
टेक्सचर भाई कैसे मिस कर रहे हैं शॉट मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा एक्चुअली ब्रो आई आइडलाइज हिम यू नो
Thank you so much Shaligram for the 500 kicks. Fnatic के साथ लिक्विड का भी चाहिए देखते We'll trial and error bro.
But great multi.
Japanese वाले इंग्लिश में क्यों खेलते हैं भाई?
Thank you so much for the huge 500 kicks मेरे भाई. Shaligram भाई 2 महीने चलेगा टूर्नामेंट्स. ठीक है? 2 महीना.
Zeta this time around. They do have STLL over there this time, and the wall going up. No one on top of it, but information there for Gen G. There was a player or two. They did spot Sugar Zero and they had dealt with him as well. Ash again, the double on the entry. Nightfall goes through and doesn't spot anybody else, but Absol is still lurking around. This time, Tech Shot will make no mistake.
Flawless almost.
Ash doing what needs to be done. Gen G
clean round.
Much more resourceful round this time.
Resourceful is the right way to call it too. I mean, this is fantastic. Tremendous work coming out, especially from
Shaligram by love.
Fast round निकाल सकते हैं लोग.
Fasu कितनों भेज दिया भाई ने.
Fasu kind of get the sense of how Zeta might set up off of this round, especially since the previous 8 didn't quite work out, right? So surely they're not going to stack it again. And even if they do, it's a full 5. As soon as that wall comes up, they slam it shut, and everyone just asserts themselves from Jet over on towards elbow, overall over the A site. Without numbers, with all that utility spent, Zeta couldn't fight back.
बस read out loud नहीं कर रहा यार.
The last one, the half Texture brings toward a force.
Oh my, wow, what a peak. But got raised. Oh, this site is big.
The spike.
Sub-Altore
from Karen, but recalibrates. There's a res involved in the meanwhile as well, so we're back to a 3-on-3. They know that they've got Shota dead to rights in the corner, but he's going to go down swinging if goes down at all eventually. Texture will catch up with him.
ये कैसे 2v1 आ गया भाई? सब लो.
Eventually gets chipped down to 6 HP as well. Possible 1v2. I don't want to count XDLL out yet, but this wall might make it a bit more tricky. Maybe not. His only choice, he steps out towards market. Texture has a great line for this.
It's not actually watching it, is he?
Oh shit.
It's Rascal that's watching. And Rascal the two-man shot as well. 7-5. And important round at the end of the half.
उसने फिर भी Athena को मारा.
With their noses in front.
Yeah.
Clutch में वो किसका गाना है?
Relatively treading water with how close the scorelines have been. 6-6 for the
हिंदी गाना है ये?
नहीं यार, English है.
But
कौन सा ladies का है?
हाँ, Johnny,
I mean, you can still see the effect
Ice Spice
of
का ही
the
होगा
rounds
वो.
around
हाँ,
calls.
ऐसा ही कुछ है.
Ice Spice का ही तुम मूव कर रहे हो.
Kind of crosses
Oh,
their
Ice Spice
fingers
का ही
and
है
hopes for a good mid-push, trying to catch Genji off guard. And they kind of do so.
Bro, not gonna lie,
until the
Ice Spice
trades
गाने
all
vibe
come
होते
in,
हैं.
and then lacking trades on the other side. Fortunately for them, this is the result we find ourselves in. Zeta still trying to
तुम्हारी
keep
favorite
up.
female
Night
rapper
market
in India. Night market in India
team plays, trap setups.
But मैं तो अभी सुनता ही नहीं हूँ मालूम. अब मेरा हो गया है. अब मैं गाने ही नहीं सुनता.
Still kind of far and few between. We're gonna have to
Bro,
look
but
to the
drunk
next
इसका
half
सुनना.
then. MVP again.
मैं गानों पे वही वाइब करता हूँ भाई जो पहले पुराने वाले हैं उसी पे.
I mean that could be the recipe for success this season for Gen G. Things are
That's
looking
like
good.
a big change,
I don't
bro.
know if
Not
I'm quite
gonna
ready to get on the
नहीं अरे
Victoria
मेरा
Check
कब
hype
का
train
भाई
just
रैप
yet.
सुनना बंद हो गया है.
First of all, I don't know if she knows how to drive a train. I feel like it could be kind of dangerous.
Right.
एक बीटी टाइम होता है bro जिसमें रैप रूप बहुत.
Gen G looking good. Seeing some of the individuals kind of come back online. Texture and Karen having their moments. Ash as well.
Calling from Athena's good.
Calling from Athena's been good. I'm seeing the building blocks.
Yeah, मैं अंक हो गया हूँ बंटा.
I'm not prepared to dive in just yet, but you know I'm keeping a cursory
अब आप क्या सुनते
glance in that direction.
नहीं नहीं डिचिक डिचिक गाने बस
अच्छा
चिल्लाओ जोरदार भाई.
I want to see more from Zeta still.
वो करने मजा आता है भाई गला फाड़ के चिल्लाने में.
This one in the first half. We'll see if they can do it again. Gen G
और
stacking
गाड़ी.
up towards middle.
Should have held the stack. It would have been the perfect size hold, but I don't know who it was. I think it was Ash that sort of was like, I don't really want to do this, and left, dogged the boys, so to speak.
Buckled at the knees. There's quite a bit of pressure, not gonna lie. But that is now Zeta in control, especially towards middle. Keeps Texture on his toes, considering market. Does have a trademark to try to work off of, but
PG Gamers, thank you for the 1 month support.
Gen G have already rotated or split themselves thin.
मेरे को दे.
So really, balls in Zeta's court.
Yeah, 100%. Gen G don't really have the ability to be the proactive.
Night market नहीं आई क्या चैट? नहीं आई अब तक.
Have many options.
अनुजैन सुनो. अनुजैन का कौन सा फेमस गाना है? देखो देखो मेरी जड्डी यहाँ थी. अब वो हवे से उठ के चल दी.
क्या? Shots. Got that headhunter, and how many will he find one?
Oh boy, some nice shot.
A bit greedy for the second shot, and it's a good thing that he did.
30 seconds left.
4 more rounds too.
Planted.
Yeah, rotation coming through from Gen G as well. It's going to be a long rotate for Karen, but it will mean a setup in B main. And if Texture hits another, then this round really opens up. Paranoia has gone well past him, but still not able to capitalize on top of that. Athena dropping.
Karan bhai अकेले बचते हुए.
Karan's position will be overlooked. He's managed to creep out pretty significantly, and there's a good connection, but now has to start to get on that defuse, and looks like he just wants to sit it.
Bad smoke.
Goes for the half, and
yeah, he tried the booster.
And so Gen G doesn't quite manage to pick the pistol up. Zeta fighting back in the second half.
Still a damn good try though.
Thank you
Lovely stuff from both sides. Starting things off with
ये लो अर्श भाई love you. क्लच को इसका 50% दे देना. मजा करो. यार भाइयों तुम लोग है ना गलत इंसान को पैसे देके बोल देते हो कि इसको इतना दे देना उसको उतना दे देना. मैं उस चीज में सबसे खराब इंसान. हर कोई मुझे पैसा देता है और बोलता है भाई ये जरा उसको दे देना. ना उसको मिलेगा ना इसको. मैं गायब हो जाऊंगा.
Anything for the 6-7. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. This
BCD brought up once again,
of IGC,
and they take things ever slightly, so slow and steady.
Thank you, Shaligram.
Yeah, don't want to be running into any stacks.
For the 1000 Kikanu, mere bhai. Love you, yaar, Shaligram bhai.
Where are the big teams playing?
But his head is the one that's been hunted this time.
I don't mind that.
Mera favorite Jamapur hai. Yep.
Would start to
you gotta drop another banger, bro.
That Texture might be fishing out for these, especially as the chamber, and especially 100%. The fact that he's Texture. So
I think it's a good idea from Zeta for sure.
अब आते क्यों ना हो करने बातों में.
Either way,
वो मालिश.
Either 2 or 1 and 3, and in this case, they pick the right one.
क्या कर रही है?
Rascal, there's nothing you can do there.
Drone gets the info.
Easy kill for Absol.
चिपकाने जा रहा था एक चप से.
Looks like it'll be an easy round for Zeta as well.
Chop chop वाला.
Wait until round number 15 for this half to really get underway. Hey.
वो वाले बंदे का कैसे रील्स देख पाते हो भाई? मैं तो फट से स्वाइप कर रहा हूँ. वो थोड़ा ज़्यादा ही करता है.
अब मैंने उसको not interested में डाल दिया.
हाँ, वो थोड़ा ओवर है भाई.
अरे एक पॉइंट तक अच्छा था वो.
I don't think so.
एक पॉइंट तक मजा आता था, फनी था. वो जलेबी वाले के बाद से मैंने उसको वो कर दिया, not interested.
Keeping options available for themselves. Just trying to maintain as much of an advanced lead as possible. We'll tie up off of this one.
मैं म्यूजिक प्रोड्यूसर हूँ. बनाओ क्या जमापुर का रिमिक्स? क्या बात कर रहे हो सुशी भाई? अपना जो टटियाई है का रिमिक्स जिन्होंने बनाया था ना टीसी भाई, उनके साथ में ऑलरेडी
ये साल चल रहा है कि नहीं रोलिंग लाउड
फॉर अ न्यू म्यूजिक नवंबर।
हाँ ये साल भी सेम ही
मेरे को तो खपा था भाई बहुत ज्यादा, ठीक है
नो पर एक्चुअली ये साल बोल रहे हैं अच्छे आर्टिस्ट आ सकते हैं, पर पता नहीं क्यों सड़ गया था, बात तो सही है। सिर्फ कुछ ही सेट अच्छे थे कुछ लोगों के। नाइस
You can go Ben for Ben.
Switch up then for Gen G to start to play too passive. Who knows? For now, at least it's just gonna be the guns and their own variation of the ace setup. Early wall comes out. Some slight footsteps as well. It's gonna be Karan to jiggle around elbow or not.
I just want to hold the paranoia for a swing from Ash.
Gotta go.
Looks like that is going to be what the setup will be. Ash doesn't spot anything though.
Keep holding on to that paranoia.
Shota's still on the line. Genji going to look to try and clear him out. Can't get the 1-for-1. Blinding. Karan clears out the A side very nicely, and Texture spotting middle. This is going wrong for Zeta. There's another kill on offer, but Texture not game to continue that spray battle. Backs out, happy to take the 5-on-3 advantage and hold the site. Alongside Afina, good swing comes through from both. That is a brilliant looking round from Gen G. They barely make a mistake. Zeta kind of walking into them one by one.
क्या बात है भाई?
It's been easy for Gen G. Now they've got the guns in.
भाई कल टीवी में उनका कोच खिलाया ना।
Gen G just ran Zeta like a book on this one. Effectively kiting the Japanese team too. I mean, you look at what happens out towards A. As soon as that happens, Texture gets a great read for what the rest of the map's going to look like. Starts to position himself to cut them off towards middle. Finds the one. Starts to TP away. There was only one way forward then for Zeta. And just not being able to find the mid-round calling to make it happen even. Now they're, well, it's just Absol completely surrounded. Tries to at least maybe get one more alts point, but not happening. Gen G answer back. Bonus denied.
Gen G holding on to the lead as well. This is a really important kill as well. The fact that this happens cleanly.
हर्ष भाई को मैंने 500 किक दिया, आप किक नहीं कर रहे थे इसलिए और बोला कि 50% दे दो, अब वो बोल रहे नहीं देंगे, इसको पे लो प्लीज।
As Gen G.
मैंने बोला ही नहीं कि मैं दूंगा, ठीक है?
Everything goes well for them. The initial push outside of A.
Actually, you are so money hungry, bro.
Pretty much over for Zeta. They've just lost too much.
रेड था कि 1500 दिए कि नहीं?
क्यों दूं भाई?
I have to be honest, I'm scratching my head a little bit with that very deep insert for Shota, but either way now, Texture's emboldened by the past plays.
दबा के बैठ जाते हो.
Again, a good start for Gen G. It's got Zeta on the back foot.
ज़मीन हड़पने वालों में से हो, पता है?
Gonna go for the revive, and we'll hear from Zeta as they try to put this round together.
तो बोलोगे मैं पहले आया.
欲しいとこ言って。これドローバーさこれ。
ठीक है उसने बोला चेंबर मार्केट खेल रहा है.
左ね。はい。
टॉप मिड केयर कर.
マーケットトラップ。入ってみるよ。
मार्केट के बाहर ऑफर.
あせー。
हिंदी में भी बोल दिया है.
リメンバー出してよ。これ張り切よ。エルボーお前は。パラ使ったパラ使った。いいねパラ使った。
Paras kata.
Slow and steady from Zeta, but it might be about to pick the pace up a little bit here. Ash will use that fast lane just to get back out to safety. Mid control lost for Gen G though.
That's a judge as well. Zeta deciding on the A side. Gen G already in position. Look at Raxkel.
Needs a kill or two here. Gets one. No more than that.
एक मारा बढ़िया.
Karen might need to be the hero once again. Hiding inside of the dark
all हो जाएगा बे नहीं
He's
तो.
being watched for right now by XDLL. Plant going down. Looks like Karen's just going to play for the retake.
Spike planted.
Another dark cover goes up in the faces of Gen G. This is a pretty tough retake, you think, but again, Karen making the difference and looking to get a bit more space for Gen G. Providing enough of a distraction, maybe for the swing to come through. That's perfect timing for Gen G. Ash goes through the smoke.
Beautiful round.
You could not ask for a better retake timing.
This is unbelievable. I want to take a look at that again. Maybe if we Could have listened into Genji's comms as well because that was so interesting. Yeah, Zeta, you know, they try to do what they do best, slow and steady. They actually tried a bit more macro this time as well. I admire that they broke that trip outside of market before actually hitting the A site, but problem is, Genji gets a great read off of that. There's not much else in terms of pressure towards the B side of the map, so as everything heads down towards A, yeah, Rexco does what he does as well. And then for Karan to sneak away 1 or 2 kills, that makes all the difference.
Karan is him right now in the server. I mean, Genji are just getting so much value out of Karan at the moment.
What is this? Ooh.
Pure division attack करने में थोड़ी सी तो ये होगी. Calling left right.
Everything outside of A main is clear as well. That's great information. Great
हर पे क्या आपको जिंदगी में एक बार
Orbs for Zeta though.
Sabrina Carpenter के concert जाना है बताओ.
Slow and steady. Build up to ults.
Sabrina Carpenter. उसका एक गाना नहीं सुना मैंने.
Gun round.
क्या बात कर रहे
हो? At some point.
मैं ladies लोग का गाना नहीं सुना भाई कोई.
Not really yet. Not this
अच्छा तुम ladies के साथ रहते नहीं हो ना इसीलिए.
Look at how Genji have adjusted.
The
trademark this time. Onto the top of middle.
Exi flow.
That's gonna slow things down. Ash is in position to slay them down as he might try to tread through.
Okay. Falling off the left side of middle. It's going to indicate they probably want to go towards A. Could be an A split. Genji cottoning onto that possibility as well. You can see the push starting to come across from Texture. He's gone straight into Absol. It's not really going to help out too much. The info was already there. They knew that Zeta had middle. So now Genji going to look to try to re-aggress outside of A, see if they can take some of that space back away, which they do, but it's going to be very quickly backfilled in by Eco. Missed shot or 2 from Ash is going to make matters worse here as well. Karan needs this duel, and he's surely not going to win it now. Absol and Eco, and it might well be an Eco win for Zeta here as well, as they've got that plan down, and it's all on Athena to try to retake in a 1v4.
Nah, bro, that's diabolical. 1v4 के मारा टेक्सचर ने एस मार दिया पहले मैच में.
I guess.
वो तुमने देखा अभी हर्ष भाई? Fortnite में Olivia Rodrigo का skin आया.
Bide their time and wait for Genji to make the mistakes.
Olivia Rodrigo नहीं पता तुमको?
It's really biding their time.
यार मेरे को बाहर गांव के लोग नहीं पता यार, अपने इधर की पता है.
Some teams might, you know, buckle
तो ना
under a
उधर
bit of
पे
pressure from that
लोग
point,
Olivia
but
Rodrigo की
not
skin
saying that,
लगा
no,
के
this was their game plan all around.
और क्या बोलते
Slow and
हैं
steady.
फील्डिंग सेट कर रहे हैं
The wall
सबरीना
comes up
कारपेंटर की
towards
क्योंकि वो लोग का लफड़ा है ना तो गेम में दोनों का स्किन है.
What was it, Karan and Ash, I believe, you know,
मतलब समझ रहे हो तुम?
decide on, you know,
फील्डिंग कैसे सेट कर रहे हैं?
space to push through, you know,
मतलब ऐसे कर रहे हैं कि यार 4 लोग एमयू बंटा की स्किन लगाए, एक ने किंग का स्किन लगाया है.
Stay controlled around that space. They didn't go too far.
वैसा वाला
They took
सीन.
their time with things. Managed to stay in position for a lot of the incoming trades, and despite the nightfall and everything set,
बढ़िया एक राउंड निकाला वैसे.
just some steady hands, stopping power with the sheriffs. They managed to pull up the thrifty. Look at that. 8-9, they have a good chance to turn this around. Genji will still be able to afford things though, so maybe a bit more desperate then. Texture with tour de force. Starts to play around A, but no one's there to greet him.
See how far he decides to push this. He could keep going.
थोड़ी देर बाद खाना वाना खाऊंगा नहाऊंगा.
Particularly with Karan finding that opening pick. In the end,
और एक
Texture will hold
brand
strong
video
for the moment,
बनाना
but
है
it's actually going to be on Athena how this round plays out. Gets the 2K from up close and personal. And that is going to bring Genji scurrying across. Into the site, but not planted yet.
Still a winnable 2v4 क्योंकि एक और जिंदा है.
Before they try to get that plant down, Hunter's Fury is going to be ripped as well. But Ash says, well, if you're going to be popping the Hunter's Fury, that means this is a 1v1 onto Shota, and I'm for sure going to win that. So, not going to take that fight. And Genji, again, build the lead out to 2. Trouble is, Zeta are making this competitive enough, but they're just still trailing, right? They're still trying to play catch up, and push comes to shove. Eventually, it's going to be Genji that hits 13 first.
Right? I mean, kind of like what the desk
इसे करता नहीं है कोई. पता है किसी में इतनी गेम अवेयरनेस नहीं है.
अपने रैंकिंग in some moments, and in a lot of these like little 1v1s called in, or maybe even
1500 को वापस कर देना और 500 की क्लच को चिची खिला देना. घंटा नहीं दे रहा किसी को कुछ.
ठीक है. come out and instantly clicks before the
घंटा नहीं दे रहा कुछ.
Sudden straight execute from Zeta then though, but Texture's in position.
Trademark there as well. He's going to spot
Absol
out. Won't matter, gets the entry anyway. On to Ash, takes it down as well. Karan will not save the day this time. Another
Perfect, mic
PC
open
around
करो
from
जरा अपना,
Zeta. We
मैं
saw
भी आ
that
रहा
as well on Asen, and it worked for them. And it's worked for them here as well.
Switch things up. Okay. And really, the problem in this round was then, because they haven't really seen too much pressure.
It's gotta be retakeable. Bhai, kitna
With
close
that
game chal
quick
raha
of a
hai ye.
round from Zeta, no one was stationed towards elbow. It was a great line for Zeta to quickly
Abhi Sol bhai
collect
ka ultimate hai
separate
agla
angle
round.
to be
Abhi
able to
Sol.
take down Texture and the rest of the team. And now we're instantly down for a 5v2 where it's a straight save. Genji has no other choice. Still should be
Zeta
able to
के
buy up for the
attack
next
में
one, though, so
protocols जो है
not
वो
too
काफी
worried
ज़्यादा
yet,
set
but
है अच्छे.
either way,
That's why they were attacking really
it's just
good.
this steady climb.
But Genji
still
got that
for Zeta.
firepower
Trying to
to
get
stop them.
themselves up to tied scoreline, hopefully. Taking a look at the ultimate department as well. I really don't think too much of it yet. Maybe XDLL, who could be close to a res, but you know, Genji, they already have theirs with Raxkull.
Abhi Sol, yes.
So it just comes
और
down
इस
once
बार
again
एक
to
डाउट था,
macro
हर
game.
रीजन से
Could
4-4
we
टीम्स
play?
चैंपियंस
Do we
जाएगी और
see
पेपरएक्स ऑलरेडी चैंप्स में है, तो
another
पैसिफिक से
pacey
4
round
लोग
from
और
Zeta?
जाएंगे.
Do they
नहीं,
try to condition around what they've done just previously?
पैसिफिक से 4 में से एक पेपरएक्स होगी, अभी बाकी 3 स्लॉट बचे.
Could we just watch the whole, like, can we just have them in a pip for the whole stream, you know? They're just always so stoked.
I wish they were like that for our casts. We'll see. Ever so hopeful for Zeta in this round. They do exactly that, just trying to condition about their quick hits over to the A site. Texture comes back in, sees that it's clear. Already Genji in position around middle, but it's smoked off as well. Genji's trying so hard to read and play around this.
Oh, Texture goes down early as well as Karen.
ओए ये लोग निकाल रहे भाई.
Oh man.
We are going distance, bro.
You'd think should fall apart. Ash might have the key
Oh,
to
what is that
keeping it
wall?
alive, though.
That wall went inside
Walled off from the
A.
site. A is taken once again by Genji, by Zeta, I should say. Where's coming?
Yo, hold up.
Onto Karen.
4v4.
Gonna go for this round, Genji.
Can't make it happen.
Ash is one away from the overdrive. If you get another kill in here, he's gonna send it in.
Zeta doesn't have much util. Ash has the relay bolt.
We've got 3 players stuck on the side as well, but that doesn't matter if they're going to take the initiative and take the fight themselves. Karen now starting to try to work his way forward. Could find the isolated duel, but loses it anyway.
We're going distance, bro. Zeta
Now
winning
no
this
chance
match
for
sure.
Rascal.
क्या
Rez
खेल रही है भाई Zeta. This is so unexpected.
10 will be the scoreline. Zeta are coming back again.
With an actual tie. And this is all macro. Suddenly, or finally, we actually start to see some of that cerebral game work from Zeta. Conditioning out earlier on. They started to go with the rotates. I don't know who made the call. Hopefully it's Sugar Zero, or I don't know what the tell might have been, but as soon as they start to smoke off, made some moves towards middle, they actually doubled back over onto A site. Taking down Texture meant that the doors were blown wide open. And with that, they actually just were able to plant their flag firmly over at the site, you know, even pushing him down a little bit further as their wall gets broken.
लोग जब टट्टी आ रही होती है तो टट्टी आ रही है क्यों बोलते हैं, टट्टी जा रही है क्यों नहीं बोलते?
Outside of the site to be able to take down
वो तो तुम्हारे बॉडी से जा रही होती है.
tried for that retake, tried for that early.
Isn't that a point to discuss? अगली बार बोलना भाई मुझे टट्टी जा रही है, मैं जा रहा हूँ थोड़ा. Albert Einstein. Yep. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I end up here.
Not when you want it to happen for Genji.
Yeah, I mean, that's both sides of the coin, right? I really admire Zeta's perseverance on their opponent's map.
Wait, मार्केट वीडियो के लिए दिल्ली नहीं आ रहा मैं भाई, ये बार डिस्कॉर्ड पे ही कर रहा हूँ भाई. मैंने ना अब तक 250 उबासियाँ ले ली.
Who knows? You start things off with early aggression now.
Whoa, the paper X from
Genji.
Genji.
Doesn't spot anyone.
But look at Zeta, bro. They knew they gonna do some crazy shit.
No one's playing front outside of A main either, though. So that's what Gen G are considering right now. Prowler sees that there's no one there. So as Gen G, you kind of wonder, maybe Zeta are up towards tiles. Maybe towards the back of spawn.
Still a lot of space taken by Gen G that Zeta kind of have to retake at some point if they want to threaten any map control. Instead, they've opted to go in the other direction. Tex just kind of clearing out A, and you've still got Karen holding forward. So Gen G have got to be pretty aware now that they've probably got to have Zeta in mid somewhere.
Somewhere, right? Like, that's the suspense of all of this.
It's going to be a very late hit from Zeta, wherever it ends up being. Walk right into the line of Texture, and this time he connects.
Bro, I thought you collide. Oh, Absol को collide पड़ा है.
Oh boy.
अबे यार revive हो जाते बाद
That's going to have Texture really under pressure. You get one as well out of Karen, and now Sugar Zero's been spotted out. Absol deleted by Texture. That's a huge kill to come through. Can't land another one, but has provided time for the team to rotate across. It's an all-out brawl for this A side that Zeta just about wins. They get the plant at least. Retake is coming through pretty quickly from Ash. Missed shot initially on both sides of Gen G. Looks like they're going to fumble the bag right here. It's all on Rascal, but this is too much to do. I mean, the crossfire is massive. Taps that defuse, but can't get it done. And Zeta work their way into that site again with pace.
Bro, Zeta going head-to-head against Gen G is crazy.
Oh my god. Damn, if Texture didn't try his best on that round.
Yeah, the second shot was crazy.
He was stunned.
Holy shit, no scope even.
Yes, it was. But for the whole team then to kind of fumble after the point, Ash had an overdrive, but he stayed crouched. Come on. 3 kills for Zeta as they just held down the site. The trades weren't there. Unfortunate for young Raxkull. Couldn't do it all in 1v3. Round up again, and you can see the effects of the timeout. They start off rounds by trying to read for B presence.
जब होता है तब stories पे पता चल जाएगा.
Pressure's really on Gen G now. This is in real danger of going to a third map.
Probably going to be broke on the next round if they lose this one.
Yeah, I mean, they've not even got the best of buys. A couple of Bulldogs coming out.
आ गया.
So...
Yo, bro, Zeta's gonna win this. We're going third map.
Bro, नहीं अब मैं आ गया.
It's also...
Thank you for the response. Welcome back to the BM.
Also such a forward position.
Thank you.
Gen G match हार गई तो they should pack it up, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
setup though from
bro,
Gen
they are
G.
losing like
they want to take the fight to Zeta. It's going to be a mistake, you would think. I don't know how Ash survived for that long.
Still Mara.
But in the end, no kill comes through. Absol gets healed back up by XDLL as well, so the damage is a fairly moot point.
Yeah, it feels a bit odd. I mean, either you get a kill, maybe you bait some utility.
JJ ain't able to defend, bro.
No, Zeta actually managed to hold on to quite a bit. Sugar Zero still had the flash, and mid-round calls, they go back to B.
Karen,
वो बीच आ रहे Karen के पास गन नहीं है बे.
Athena is in an awkward spot as well. Gets one, and so too does Karen. Oh, it's gone kind of wrong for Zeta, but there was maybe just enough done to keep this competitive.
आते Gen G जीत गए भाई, आते Gen G जीत गए. देख रहे हो? Credit खुद चल के आता है.
Himself back up. 2 full HP opponents here for Shota. Needs some perfect shots, and that is one. All on the shoulders of Shota, and Texture needs to step up here in a big way. Low HP, of course, for Shota. Texture off of the line. Might have timed Shota here. Wrapping around, but the headshot connects, and Zeta get another. How have Gen G lost that?
Texture, no way.
Bro, what?
Unbelievable plays from Shota.
What a clutch.
Texture पे क्या timing हुआ देखे?
Quite the definition of ring around the rosy, but either way, still with the entire game plan being played through, Zeta dragged Gen G through the mud. Just slow plays, forcing them to think. Texture starts to feel some pressure. Unsure if he should rotate early or not.
मैं क्या देखा पता है अभी?
At least the players managed to make the whole
MS धोनी ने 2016 में FIFA खेलते हुए पोस्ट डाला था, उसका कैप्शन था स्पेन वर्सेस अर्जेंटीना.
What?
हाँ ना सही में और वाले का क्रेडिट कुछ चल के आता है.
Yeah, Gen G might be mental boom.
Legit है वो legit.
Been there around.
2016 में डाला था.
हाँ FIFA खेलते हुए.
10 साल बाद. Who knew?
So Gen G have a big road
मतलब सोच रहे हो तुम?
Yeah, they're always worried about Zeta's execution. Athena does have a Nightfall for this round, though.
Easy setup देख लो bro, MSI वाला है Discord पर देखता हूँ. Thank you for the 40, Sai-Bye.
Contact.
Genji have to fight for this. They've only got a solo hold over towards B, so they need to try and take this mid control. They are not having a great amount of success in doing so, though. Just seems a bit miscoordinated, really.
Night market giveaway होगा हाँ.
Somehow Zeta get away with the numbers advantage there.
Yeah, they cancel again. If you're Genji right now, you're just like, where have they gone? And that's what makes things so suspenseful, so unsettling for the team right now, is they are split up on every lane of the map. They try to get a good heads-up read for it, especially with this wall coming out.
ये इसे diabolical सी wall कर देता है ना ये
Rascal. That gets shot down. Like, he's going to be in a terrible position.
Well, see if he can put anything together. It's just going to be the one. Karan in as well. Timing almost looked good, but gives away his position with those shots. The plant's going to go down. Trying to save the map here. Genji relying on Karan, and they can always rely on Karan. A double kill. It's still not enough to win this round.
Wapish 35 HP.
Tucked back in towards B. Main Texture surely got to be aware that he's on that line. Genji are not dead yet. Karan. How did he do that? What on earth was that flick?
Bro,
We've got to watch that again.
And what on this freaking
cheers
planet?
From the Korean crowd willing Genji forward. The Tiger Nation.
This felt like an unwinnable scenario.
What was that?
They didn't have numbers. They didn't have the
What was that?
That was diabolical.
Down to the walls at the end. A one and done position. And,
pushing through the smoke like that.
Rexcal does get one. But look at that. Almost 90 degrees.
छोटा सो गया क्या?
5 here, but
where did you get your math lessons from?
I failed geometry.
Clearly.
That was
5 degrees more on point, I'd say. Yeah. I mean, still, it's a good flick. I won't take that away from him. But you need another one here for Genji.
Oh my goodness!
And again, it's going to be fast from Zeta. Texture's forced away.
What? 75 laga
The pressure building, but the rotation is going to be fast. Texture again connecting, but Ash goes down. Good trade from Rascal. Slow up through as well.
Rascala.
Heal.
XDL का भी 2 में ult है.
Hold on for now. Is it going to be a cancel call from Zeta, or are they going to double pump?
XDL like file रहती है मालूम?
Well, Genji definitely considering that fact. Rexcal won.
Actually, जब GT San Andreas में वो चले आती थी तो download करता
था. Quite a bit of work to do. As long as Karan doesn't go down, Genji have a pretty damn good chance in this round.
ज़्यादा comms नहीं खेलता but एक देख दो खेला था.
फिर ऐसा लगता था fuck engineer.
Be a cancel.
और Plat 2 आ गया किस rank के लिए समझो अपने आप को. Plat.
Genji trying to play safe to maintain their lead.
Naruto, thank you for the respawn, sir.
Again in the key position. This is really risky from him, but somehow wins the duel. Probably shouldn't have.
वो बंदा भी revive कर देगा, बंदा भी revive कर देगा वो.
And that is going to have Genji scurrying about like ants. They're not sure exactly where to go. Res through as well.
Big Ash revive किया उसने.
करण उधर big Ash रखा है अपनी.
Ash, मैं तुम्हें चुनता हूँ.
No chance. No
हाँ
shot.
बे. करण game बचा देगा.
Might be closer Res, but bodies all too far apart. Karen's position unknown.
Yeah. You'd have to go on a real expedition to try to find a res here. I don't think it's going to come into play. Karen, perfect line held. Beautiful stuff. Again, Mr. Reliable for Genji today. And Eco can't get it done. It is going to be overtime. Genji. They haven't done it easy.
Thank you, Naturo, for the responsor. Love to you, bro. Love to you, bro.
Incredible,
love to you, bro.
They actually brought this up. And of course, it's Karen as well to be able to do it. Both times, almost map MVP. Texture was pretty close up behind from before, and now he's doing it again still.
Shooters are
this
shooting.
One, it's his tour de force. The intention of a pacing
ultimately
gets blocked.
Like the bado yaar.
And then the mid cancel
ये था ready था उसके लिए यार.
Happening either. It's a little bit unfortunate for Zeta, who
nice
tried to catch Genji off guard, but
nice.
Yeah, it's not going to be happening this time.
Bro, Korean and Japanese दोनों अलग-अलग types से
First day of stage 2, can you believe it?
Yeah, I can definitely believe it. This feels like every esports season I've ever broadcast.
Nice.
Oh my god. Look, we don't even have stats for Zeta the overtime percentages. Oh, this is crazy.
All right.
Ashbai, thank you for the 5 months
support. A little bit of recovery from Genji, but let's see if they can continue that streak.
Thank you so much.
Will play.
इसमें तुम्हारा नाम सबसे dangerous है, पता है ना तुम्हें?
Maker again.
You don't do it easy, bro.
Look at the difference in the trip setups this time. All on the B side.
It's a very interesting trip on the B side, isn't it?
Yeah.
From Zeta.
Just all adjustments from that first half because Genji oftentimes would
This
have
is
to
sudden
clear
death or
that
OT.
angle.
Sudden death नहीं होता
I
baby
think
इसमें.
it was maybe XDL was playing the off angle. No, actually maybe not. Might have been Shota. But either way, Genji will respect all the little bits of pressure early on. It's going to be that mid to B play, B split.
Prowler has dislodged that initial trip. Push
पूरा साइफर को नंगा कर दिया.
Really putting that
Good
pressure on the
stun.
side, but the rotation looks to be pretty quick here from
Arre
Zeta. Still,
Yo.
entries are not bad from Gen G. That's an
Arre
important
ma.
duel one from
वो
Avina
stun
and from
कैसे
Khelraay.
miss हुआ
And
feed
that
पे?
splits the difference.
Yeah.
खत्म GG
मार
है.
देगा.
1v3 feels
अल्टा गया फिर
unwinnable. Should not be happening. No.
Can a friend message in
Double
match in
run
VCT?
towards B main.
The
Genji is such a good way to hold the
accounts are
spike.
different.
Double and give it to the next person.
VCT में.
Nice shot.
Oh, not exactly what you want. Nightfall is going to be infested, so that is a hefty investment. And
Nah,
another
are
kill,
you
it might be
serious?
required. Now it's down to a 1v1.
Are
You
you
said this was
serious, mate?
unlosable. The slow creep. No! Surely not. Surely not from Athena. Half is going to be not quite confirmed.
thank
And
God,
Athena
bro.
saves
Actually,
the
I love
day
this
for
guy.
Gen G. How close
gonna
were
lie,
they
I love this
to
guy.
losing that round?
NGL.
What are we
I love
doing?
this guy.
NGL,
Oh my
NGL.
God.
NGL, he's the
That's one
IGL.
of those,
IGL,
I
yep.
think Achilles would have crashed out if they actually lost that.
I would have crashed out.
We all would.
You can't be slow walking on
my
the creep like that.
You can see what the intention was, yeah, especially with some of the elevated plays. Karen tries to go
करोन
for
भाई
it.
ने जब वहाँ पे गू खाया था ना,
that,
भाई क्या
Karen.
शॉट दिया था.
I mean, just kind of have to applaud what XDL was attempting as well, but Athena's experience right at the end there.
Timeout.
Definitely almost lost that one, but ultimately with the way that the hit goes too, a tad bit too passive for my liking with how Zeta were positioned back then. There's
Big
no
timeout
info,
here.
They got surprised, but yeah, the timeout now just to try and keep themselves in the game. It's one called by Gen G though. They're gonna try to close things out. They did struggle a little bit in this half. Remember, they had a 7-5 lead moving forward into the second half. So it's always been that slight bit of macro, conditioning, slight pumps and then fakes. It's always so unsettling for Gen G. They have to think twice about how they're going to utilize their abilities. Spend it too early, and that's exactly what Zeta wants as well.
One round for Gen G to close it out here. Karen at 26 and 15. It's been a stellar map again from him. Gen G back on the defense, which it felt like was where they struggled.
The
but
GOAT.
in reality, it was a 6-6 half either way.
True. Okay, trademark to top of middle.
Oh
Once
भाई
again,
mid to
Zeta
A.
looking to try to bully through middle.
वो Zeta
Get a
Gen G वाला
lot of
strat कर
space
दिया.
there. But Gen G had already pushed their way out of A, so they themselves have got quite a bit of space
क्या
to
aim
play
in
with. It's just a
fake
question of whether or
लिया.
not
But
Eco
Echo का
will
position
come
अच्छा
into
है.
play. You've got Karen
Karan.
anchoring on the side. They think it's clear. That is insane.
How do
But
they
they don't
think
clear
this is
that
clear?
corner.
Big
Oh, but
kill
Eco
by
wins himself
Echo.
a duel against Ash. It might not be done here. Now the question
Cypher
is,
का
do they
position भी
expect
बहुत अच्छा
Athena?
है.
Do they expect a third player towards A? Absol cannot win that duel, and that is the spark
Absol
drop.
भाई ढह गए वे.
Gives Gen G a chance in the round, but they need to clear this corner,
Kill
and they
liya,
won't.
kill liya.
Shota.
Nah.
खेल लिया.
You can go
It's
B
done.
now, bro.
For all
It's
of
Athena
Athena's
again.
efforts, biding his time for the one perfect kill. Unfortunately,
Yo,
going
this
down
guy,
to
bro.
Shota,
Shota
lurks
खेला,
all the way at
Shota
the
खेला.
end.
उन लोगों को बहुत
Unbelievable
fast
siege
पूरा
that
control
he
किया.
player.
starts off incredible because they walled off the trademark.
बस
And
भाई
as
अगर
soon
आप
as they
VCT
push
में
past
होते
it
तो
as
आपका
well,
IGN क्या होता?
it's an intentional trip from Shota. He actually breaks it open. So by the time Gen G start to get wise to where the hit was approaching from, they had no one in position to trade, to find the numbers, to fight back.
Karen was so isolated on that side. He was always going to be a one
थोड़ा
and
सा.
done.
Exactly.
Thought they might get a bit
छोटा
more done
बच्चा sorry.
on Eco with that push out of A, Gen G, but not to be. In the end, we're back in to another round of OT.
सिर्फ भाई ऑफ तो ले रहे हैं पर कुछ काम नहीं आ रही है.
Sure, once again, sopping.
छोटा बच्चा जान के ना
Different
कोई
trips as
आंकड़ी
well.
का.
यार
much more forward for information this time from
H4R
Zeta.
नहीं भाई ये ऐसे सब नहीं करता
Trying to approach similarly as
Sota
well.
bhi.
Towards middle. Oh, there's a stack.
Dota भाई क्या खेले हो?
Drone goes forward. Don't know that it would have spotted Ash out. Here comes the recontest, and indeed it did not. As Absol completely ignoring that corner.
इसे लाड में क्यों आते?
कोई ट्रैप था नहीं मिड पे कैसे भाग रहे हैं वो लोग? मतलब
Suffering heavy casualties that early in the round as well. You feel like you need to quickly reinforce either site or at least play in a position where you can escape and dip back in. So that's what they're trying to do out towards elbow now with these two players from Zeta.
बच्चा जान के ना कोई याख सिखाना रे.
तुम बीच में ऐसे क्यों बोलने लग जाते हो भाई?
अबे उसका नाम है ना सोटा.
Danger language होती है.
Crossfire though, if they fail to realize the possibility of XDL around the corner here, that could be problems. It was a good sharp initial shot, but not enough to stop this rampage from Genji. Paranoia goes through onto Eco. He'll still be good for one.
He's died.
Solid trade from
Texture
Karen and texture on this line.
ओए बड़ा texture किया ऐसे shot
Secure
बहुत
it for
मिस हुए
Genji.
आज.
14-13. Another bite at
Bro,
the cherry.
you know like the prime texture back in the days जब मैं चड्डी में बैठ के देखता था games.
Both teams
texture ये सब आँख बंद करके मारता
था.
He used to do
a little bit more lacking on defense this time around. Zeta tried to get ahead, but unfortunately overlooking some.
One enemy remaining.
Bro, I miss the days of right click.
Some corners that they needed
पर
to
वो
clear.
वो बहुत ही खराब ये था.
Bites him in the back too. Maybe not quite fully anticipating.
उस समय कितना overpowered थी जेड पे. ले up draft, ले dash, खच.
Clear it and trade for him. Unfortunate for Absol. Either way, move back over again.
जर्सी कहाँ से लिया? दुकान से. Offline लिया.
भाई मजा तो तब आता था जब 3 फ्लैश होते थे बीच
में. Yeah, मजा तो तब भी आता था जब 2 मॉलीज हुआ करती थी. स्मोक उठा पाता था.
I see some pings as well. That would indicate to
Those
me
were
that
the
they might be
days,
running.
bro.
Oh shit, अभी तो तुम स्मोक भी नहीं उठा सकते ना?
Throughout regulation where they went fast into
टाइम तो मैं भी वाइपर खेलता था बताओ.
Shit's so dead now.
Always so tentative. Emotions are tense as well.
तो नेड में मजा आता था हर्ष भाई. दिन तो वो दिन थे भाई.
एक बंदे ने कमेंट किया मालूम रील पे. उसने ना मतलब उसने एक नया अकाउंट बनाया है और उसमें उसने डाला है कि भाई ये लोग ऐसा क्यों इतना हेट कर रहे हैं ये वो और ये डिशवॉशर क्यों कमेंट कर रही है.
डिशवॉशर कौन है?
बुढ़ा को बोल रहा है. तो मैं बोला भाई वो तेरे को डिशवॉशर रख देगी घर पे.
That's what I'm talking about, by the way. Zeta, very similar fast lane to the rounds where they play fast.
Dishwasher में brainwasher
है. Athena and Ash can't peek on that contact. So Genji lose the opening fight. Ash is going to still stick around. This is a really bold position to fight from. You have to back away as soon as you take that initial contact. Again, in a bit of a one-and-done line. I'll try and love this setup. This is not ideal, but gets back out to
Ding दिया उसने.
Safety. 10
अभी ये भी heal हो जाएगा.
Genji are playing with fire right now. Heal's going to
कोई
come
मतलब
through.
नहीं है मतलब उसका.
And all this meanwhile, by the way, Texture seeing absolutely nothing on B.
अच्छा भाई विनर्स का कोड मुझे मिल सकता है क्या थोड़ा ले देके? हाँ. 1000 का कोड है ब्रो. 815 आप मुझे दे दो आपको दे दूंगा.
Oh no.
पागल है क्या ये रास्ता?
It's gone all wrong.
Actually है.
Texture, make a move. No one can win a defensive round.
Texture भाई क्या कर रहे हैं?
Fish is so upset.
इतने हुए.
Well, you call it. Genji tried to play with fire. Unfortunately, they do find themselves.
2v5 है side पे दोस्त.
2v5.
Yo,
3-on-5,
this shit.
It's not a great position to be in for Genji, but until it is locked in for Zeta, you cannot confirm anything. Ash going down is perhaps going to seal the deal.
No one able to defend his diabolical, bro.
Draw कर दो, draw कर दो.
Would need to be a miracle worker to end it here.
I don't think there are going to be any miracles to be had here. He's on and off. Only
But
has
Bellingham
one
देखा ना
hit
कैसे
hunt
किया?
around. It's OT, so.
यार मेरा पूरा रिस्पेक्ट उसके लिए चल लिया. मजाक भी नहीं कर रहा.
Positions as well for Zeta.
Bellingham मेरा फेवरेट प्लेयर था भाई रियल मैड्रिड का.
I mean, a situation like this, come on.
कुकुरेया किसमें खेलता है? बारसा में.
No sir.
अभी आया वो रियल
मैड्रिड में आया ना वो.
You just gotta think about how the round began as well. I mean, Genji trying to get ahead of it, but the execution a little bit floppy.
You could tell Genji wanted that fight. It all kind of goes a little bit wrong when Athena loses that initial duel. If Athena actually wins that, it's a bit of a different story. But sometimes that's just the way things go.
30 seconds left.
It's one of those things, maybe they tried to come up with it on the fly, especially after the timeout, but that's just how strong, how stoked the fans are, how strong the executes have been on this A site for Zeta. All that utility. And we go back onto Genji's attack. Same trips from
Bellingham
Zeta.
मेसी को कुछ तो बोला रहेगा भाई.
The approach this time different, but
ऐसा कुछ तो बोला शायद
Absol's in position.
वो मेसी कल भर दिया था ना उसको.
हाँ नहीं मतलब कुछ तो Bellingham बोला भाई उसको.
Quite clear as to where Genji are positioned.
Zeta
Zeta trying to get ahead with spams.
Karen is... Oh, he's already in the site. No way! Oh, Karen! I can't believe they continue to commit to that. Shot through is not going to land.
इस तरह भी मारेगा अब.
Man, that was ballsy from Karen through the fire and flames. He gets the double TP, and then the double kill. Unbelievable.
Blink and you miss it. Holy hell. And now it's burst out
Argentina
of
को fine लग रहा FIFA से क्यों?
Good shot from Texture, and that'll pretty much be that. So another and another chance for Genji to close it on their defense.
You know what another it is? It's another heroic round for Karen. How many has he had already throughout this entire series? From the 1v3 to this TP, you're kidding. Off of the fast lane from Ash, the haunt as well. Shota actually clicked onto it, but because of the wall, it's just annoying what he was shooting at. Karen lands the perfect shots.
उन्हें मैच के बाद कुछ तो रूल वायलेट किया. वो आगे टपली दे रहा है प्लेयर्स को.
क्या खेलते हो कैरन भाई? वेल प्लेड. चल रहा होगा.
He was.
Posho.
Okay, we're back to Zeta on the attack. Always so dead.
Attack round निकालो, defense निकालो.
Genji has done well to take quite a bit of forward space.
Argentina fan base is literally racist. Nah, I'm not. I don't care.
Trip setup as well, just in case Genji does go a little bit too far ahead.
उसने overtime के हर एक round में op निकाला है.
Now for everyone to
defense में उसकी op काम नहीं आई है भाई.
Re-engage towards a single site. First point of contact, Athena has to get out of dodge.
Pushed away by the drone. Khelraay won't really slow Zeta down all that much. And again, you know, they've set themselves up in position to do what they've done pretty much throughout their entire attacking half, which is bully their way in onto A. Let's see if the defense can hold again this time. That paranoia timing was perfect. Again, it might be Karen that is the hero for the team. First with the util, then with the shots. Now ports back to the safety of the site. And Genji has the player advantage on the defense for what feels like the first time in forever. Spike down. This might be it. Zeta have fought so hard to get to this position time and time again. But it may not matter. 15 seconds left on the clock. Shota on the 1-on-3. And I don't think he's got it. Genji lined up, watching the spike. Texture misses a shot. It's still not done, but finally a shot connects. And finally, Genji will finish it off. The 2-0 today. It was not an easy 2-0, but it is a good start to the season, and they have to take some heart in
finally
that.
Game.
You definitely have to. Making it this close, the overtime, right in the first series of stage.
We done for the day. अभी हम लोग थोड़ी देर में गेमिंग करेंगे, ठीक है?
Okay, today I'm gonna be learning how to play football, and my friends are gonna help me. Go.
Because of that, we try to teach you.
What do you mean? Not such bad advice.
Try doing what I do.
भाई बॉल में जो हवा भरी है मजबूत. Lakshmi Amal. That's Lakshmi Amal.
Okay, I think I get it.
बॉल में जो हवा भरी है.
हाँ. Just do that. Dude, actually, the sunlight is so peak right now.
Yeah, the angle of the sunlight is right on our face.
हाँ इसलिए करने नहीं आ रहा उसको.
हाँ. The flick.
भागने बैठेगी
भागने बैठेगी बोलता है
नाइस ट्राई नाइस
What's your favorite team to World Cup? Belgium. I thought you were Ronaldo fan.
Belgium as a team, yeah, really good.
Like what players you like?
Kevin De Bruyne, he's the
Why don't you bend it like that?
who don't probably play at all.
You need to be really good at this game to teach me. Who are you supporting?
चलो भाइयों मिलते हैं हम लोग। अरे माँ अभी भी यही चल रहा है। सेकेंड हाँ अभी अभी ठीक है, अभी ठीक है। मिलते हैं हम लोग थोड़ी देर में। मैं खाना खा लेता हूँ, नहा धो लेता हूँ, एक ब्रांड वीडियो करना है वो कर लेता हूँ। तो देखते हैं फिर उसके बाद में कभी आता हूँ मैं। मिलता है तभी, ठीक है। थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वाचिंग, आई विल कैच यू गाइस लेटर। और उसी स्ट्रीम में गिव अवे कौन जीता वो भी बता दूंगा। और कल नाइट मार्केट की स्ट्रीम होगी। बाय बाय। गेमिंग किक पे होगी या वाईटी पे, देखते हैं। बाय, कल के लिए बाय।